Hi, my name is Katrina, and I am the storyteller of this Hunter the Reckoning campaign. That's titled And So It Begins. And this is episode 3. Last time, we left our players in quite the predicament. They are now standing outside Toby's apartment, and he is not quite okay. And they are wondering what to do. So we're going to go straight into the scene, and it's a dramatic one. So we're going straight into the scene where our characters now, our players, are standing inside the hall right outside Toby's apartment.
Why did you do that?
It's not.
That's
Safe.
Toby.
But it looked like him.
Yeah, it's... Well, it used to be Toby, perhaps. This is bad. This is really bad. This is... I don't know how to say this. It's... Cal. That's a wraith.
Not only that. It's a powerful. I'm sorry, guys. So sorry. But he was alive yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was spending the night and I said bye to him just like before I went to work. He gave me food or like money for food. And he had a date.
I've never heard of a ghost
But is he really
turning into a wraith that quickly. Never.
Poor Grace, but he's gone.
Yeah.
So
Why does everyone leave? Why does everyone I care for die? And she walks over to Cal and just leans my head toward on your shoulder.
Hold on, and then I look into the room and I just focus on the creature, on what he used to be.
I'm gonna describe the scene so everybody's aware of what's going on. You're standing outside in the shitty, typical apartment complex. Like the floor is shitty, old linoleum. It's not been well taken care of. Clearly, these are apartments for people that can't really afford a basic standard of living. The doors are shitty, quite padlocked. The lights are very fluorescent and blinking and shit. There's dirt, there's rat feces in the corners. It's very rundown. So the door is slightly ajar. Obviously, it's not full open. It's so you have an okay view in. It's not that narrow, but it's not full open. So you have a good view in. Basically, the room, because you have conviction on it, flickers and shifts. In the room, the creature that is or used to be Toby is kind of just circling himself and just shaking, and then like because he's hooded, and hands go up and they go down, and there's something weird with the hands, but he flickers so much you can't really see it. And you see like the temperature, it's like almost like it goes from very red to a bit like misty. So you see him like, oh, he's flickering and shaking. There's something odd with the hand. He is in this hoodie like jumper, bathrobe.
I give Grace a good hug and I create it in such a way so that she's not like I'm facing, looking in the door.
Yeah, because I'm not seeing this. I'm just seeing your sweater on your shoulder right now, I think.
Oh, so and as he does, like Cal starts just like hearing the voice of his old boxing coach, giving him sort of like a wrong pep talk. Trying to pinpoint what weakness this wraith has. So it's just like it's a wraith. It's going to connect to something. It's going to be some sort of weakness. So I'm going to go ahead and roll perception plus vision and try to identify what weakness this have.
Go for
it. Katrina, Toby, he's not the type of guy that wears hoodies. So do I know if I saw it, would I know if this is his clothes or?
Very difficult because it looks like a robe. It's something covering. Because it's not, when you look at it, because you haven't really focused so much on what he's wearing.
No.
It's cloaked in something. It could be an outside something. At least it's a hood-like clothing on his, so his eyes are hidden in darkness.
Right.
You got 2 successes on the roll, so you get 2 sort of pieces of information about hope.
Yeah, so you know how this works. You will get a mind's eye view of something that's important, that's linked. This creature, like if it's a ghost or a wraith, you will see whatever anchor that keeps them on this plane. You see a drawer that's been pulled out. You see a little velvety pouch, and inside it's like almost like it opens up by itself, and a little ring slips out with a small, maybe a crystal. You don't know if it's a diamond or ruby or sapphire, or if it's just costume jewelry. And then it slips down into the velvet pouch, down into drawer, and like pushed in. So this is not something you guys see. This is a visionary's mind's eye. He gets this very distinctive and clear.
Who did this to you, Toby? I ask, in through the door.
You can see like the well, you know it's a wraith. It's not responding. It's flickering and it's looping a bit. It seemed to really be responsive to Grace. You are a non-concern.
Okay.
Again, this is uncommon. If he was a regular ghost, this would be different. Nobody turns into a wraith in 24 hours. Or at least you have not come across it before. A wraith demands time or a gross amount of magic.
Yeah.
Grace? I'm sorry to ask, but did Toby have a jewelry or ring or something that was important to him?
Yeah, he had like a emerald looking, well, plastic ring, but yeah, he got it from his ex, I think.
Do you know where he keeps it? You know where it's in? I got a feeling it's in a drawer somewhere, but you know which drawer it might be.
In a drawer, you say?
It was in a drawer, yeah. Also, in a velvety pouch.
Maybe his nightstand. That's he would usually wear it, so I don't know why he would keep it in the nightstand. But...
You said he was on a date last night. That might be the reason why he's not been wearing the ring.
No, he blinked out like he was such a bright light, and he had the most awesome fashion sense. I don't know, but yeah, he would wear it definitely if he was going on a date.
Sounds like a cool guy. I wish I knew him. Can I see? Is there any sort of nightstand that I can see from where I'm standing in there?
Yeah, you get it because it's a one-room apartment except for a bedroom. So everything's in this very tiny. We're gonna do like meters. So it's basically a 10 by 10 almost. It's not very big. It's very small apartment. 10 meters by 10 meters. Maybe that's big. Is that big?
That's big.
All right, then we say seven then. So it's because it's a kitchen and a bed and a like TV area, but this and a table and some bean bags, but there's no real furniture. But I would like everyone to do a perception awareness at this moment, even though it's for you guys that are staring into the room, it will be a very low difficulty. It's a 5. Grace, you have a standard of 6.
Right.
5.
2, a 6 and a 9.
4 successes.
Yeah. Because it's very in your view. Again, Grace is standing with her back to the room, cradling around Chase.
Cow.
Cal. What you boys see is there seems to be some change in Toby's activity because he's been doing that a lot and shivering around and then almost like looping and going back shivering. All of a sudden you see his form bend forwards in a very unnatural bend.
Okay. Like it's being folded in two?
Almost like very like brutally, like heads, it's literally to his knees.
Ooh.
And then he flicks back up and he shakes again. And then you see like his fingers are bending in very unnatural directions. Like he's in the air and they're bending in all sorts of weird direction. All of a sudden you see almost like they break off and they turn into this purple, again, this magical purple, which these ghosts and magic will emit. Yeah. It's almost like it's smoke. So he's kind of floating in air. Again, his face is kind of distorted by this hood thing, and you see his fingers are like almost like they're breaking off.
Like fungus releasing spores.
Yeah, very much like fungus.
Yeah.
Creepy shit. Okay, so but I could see a nightstand. Yeah, I could see a nightstand.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say 2 seconds. 2 seconds. I gotta. This is what you boys see. Grace, you get a distinct feeling that the energy in the room changes, and you feel Chase's body almost like he stiffens up a bit. So being very calm, he's like almost like holding you a bit tighter.
Oh, Cal. Yeah. Okay.
Did I say Chase again?
Yeah.
Cal.
Chase.
Cal. Hey, Cal.
Cal.
Sorry.
Chase. Cal.
I get to call you whatever the hell I want. You're Billy Bob.
Doofus 1, Doofus 2.
Have to change names.
Good 1 and good 2.
Is he still there?
Yeah, he's still there.
Yes.
I turn to look.
You see the form of Toby almost like bobbing and floating in midair, and you see the same. You see like now he's almost like his fingers are gone. It's just knobs and he's shaking, blitzing in reality as he does, and he's clearly in torment. It's very disturbing.
Okay.
What did you do to my Toby? I'm just shouting at the thingy.
But it looks like for you it is. You one part knows it's Toby, one part doesn't know what the fuck that is.
Yeah.
Both parts are right.
Yeah.
Okay, but so I can see the nightstand.
Yeah.
Look anything like what I saw in my vision? Is it even remotely the same?
Same color. Would be a very good guess.
I take a look around Chase. Chase, there
Yeah.
is potential that the anchor is in the room, that it is in the nightstand.
Okay. So
Didn't
Grace.
react, but it clearly directed to Grace when she was inside the room. Grace, I hate this, but could you try to talk to it, try to find out what happened, talk to Toby, see if you can get through to whatever bit is
Be calm.
Yeah, because it's gonna feed on energy, so it's gonna get worse, it's gonna get more powerful as it does it, but I need it distracted so I can get to that nightstand.
Talk to it like you talk to the Toby you used to love.
No, if
Give
I
it
can
warmth.
do it.
Please. Try to find the love that you had for Toby. And give
It's not
it to
like
this.
I freaking lost it.
Exactly.
Chase, she's very emotional. To maybe help her out, you should do a leadership role.
I can do that. Although, yeah. That would be
Do you want to do with charisma? Wouldn't be the right. I'm thinking.
No, this is
almost
manipulation.
This is manipulation.
Yes, it is. Can I do an empathy instead? By trying to play on her emotions, Not doing a
Well,
leadership,
that's even more vulgar, but okay.
It is.
That's even more douchebag move, but yeah, sure.
I could try. Always try leadership, but
I'll spend a willpower on that roll.
Is this something you think you want to contest, Grace?
Probably not. I
No.
mean, yeah. No.
1 success.
Ooh. Okay. Do the dialogue, and we'll see how she reacts.
Because this creature has still some of the essence, although very corrupted, of Toby. And he will be needing your love, not your sorrow. Your love, not your hatred, but your love. But don't let it touch you. Don't let it drain you. Because then it might drain your capability of love.
All I have for him is love. He's like my brother. He's my only family.
Then tell him. Get him to focus on you. So that Cal can go past and get the anchor. Just lay all the love you have for Toby on this creature.
I'll walk towards the door.
You detach from Cal's embrace.
Yeah.
I'm just half a step behind her. In case she runs into the room, I will grab her.
Okay, so please explain how you now are entering the room. Just say how the lay of the land. I'm presuming Grace is heading in first, and I really would like to know how Cal and Chase are placed yourselves as you are entering.
I am right behind Grace. In case something goes wrong, I will grab her and throw us back.
All right. Yep.
So you gotta like open the door more, so it's like so the door itself opens.
Yeah.
Does it open out or in?
It would open in.
In? Yeah. So open it more in. So when she's
No, out.
Out.
It opens out.
Okay. So then we'll open more. So I'm guessing she will go in first. He'll be ready to grab her. Well, I'll be just once she's in and he's ready to grab her, I'll just slide. Last time you slide. Trying to be as nondescript as possible, slide into the room and immediately head to the left into the room, like away from its line of sight, so not and Grace.
I'm gonna demand a Dex stealth.
Yeah, sure.
If you were an innocent, you could just hide, but you're not. So
yeah, that's a
yeah, that would never happen.
The eyes of the Lord, and the eyes of the federal government.
So, well then, Grace, what you see is you understand this. How many successes, by the way?
I got difficulty on the 6, then I got 4 successes and 1 7.
Okay, so you just slowly move. Grace, what you see is, again, you recognize this as Toby. For her, this is, even though she knows he's wrong, there's something like it's very, very, very wrong. She recognizes this as Toby and Toby in pain.
What happened to you, Toby? Please talk to me.
The moment you say that, this weird temperature that shakes, goes from warm to cold. It's very bizarre. It stabilizes a bit, and you see the creature, Toby, settles, almost like hiding his hands. And again, you hear this unnatural, hollow whisper. Grace, please hold me. It's cold here. It's cold.
I don't think I can do that, Toby. I wish I could. You know, I love you.
Again, you see it flickers a bit, and the hands comes up, and it's just knobs. And you hear Toby again say, "I think they took my fingers,
I loved your fingers. Beautiful. I turn around to the boys. Oh, if I can do this.
You're doing good. You're doing good. We're helping him pass on. You're doing good. You're doing excellent. Please continue.
Toby, who did this to you?
You turn around and you ask Toby again.
Yeah. It was like, yeah.
Yeah, you're talking like that, keeping an eye on Toby at the same time you're talking, or you're turning all the way?
No, I was just like talking over my shoulder.
Yeah. You feel Toby has slightly moved closer.
Right.
It makes no sound. There's no feet on the floor. There's no sound of rattling of clothes. Nothing. And as Toby comes closer, I want you to do a perception. It's going to be awareness because it's supernatural. Cal, I'll keep you posted as human.
Yeah, carefully.
2 successes, a 6 and a 9 again.
As Toby talks, you see his mouth move. You see there's something off with his gums. There's something weird with his tongue. The coloration is weird. It's like there's weird cuts made.
I presume she has never seen anything like
No,
this before.
It's because you almost can glimmer. Almost, it doesn't look like it's just harsh cuts done without a thought behind it. It's almost like there's some sort of a pattern, almost like a spiral pattern. You can see that on the tongue, like a spiral pattern. And again, as you communicate with the creature, Toby, he continues. Grace, I'm lost. I can't see the door, Grace. I can't see the door. It's so cold and dark where I am.
Where are you?
Grace, can you hear the voices, Grace? Why are they singing, Grace? I don't like the singing, Grace.
What singing? You love singing.
Let me help you, Grace. You see these hands without fingers are reaching towards you.
Tell me more about this singing, Toby.
As you feel these knobby hands, you feel the energy of this wraith that is Toby, and it's your hunter element that's kicking in. You feel like the air around is almost like it's corrupt. Like it's bitter.
I take a step back.
It's almost like you feel like your pores are closing or your hair follicles are falling out. It's a really weird sensation of being close to something so wrong.
Right.
But you can feel your like the Spider-Man tingle. Like your instincts are screaming inside your hunter skull.
I'm taking a step back, like instead of.
Yeah, then I too take a step back, so I'm always half a step behind her.
Cal, have you reached the door?
Get in. So slowly, quietly, trying not to attract any attention, sneak across the room towards the nightstand.
You make it to the nightstand. You can, if you want to do a search, you could do just a perception alertness just to quickly see what you can find.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. But I'll just quickly search for it and see if I see that if I can find something. 3 successes on that.
Yeah, it's not a very big nightstand. He doesn't have he has some personal stuff, but the velvet pouch is very easily spotted.
And is there something inside it?
Yes, you can distinctly feel there's something metal.
Yes,
but something happens in this moment when you do that, because that is an anchor to a goddamn wraith. So I would like everybody to do an initiative roll for me, please.
Yeah. Ready for everything. So long, it's been good to know you. Plug your hell.
13.
9.
It's been good to know you. So
Cal?
11.
All right. So we have the baddie first then. So I'm gonna describe the scene, and so we're gonna go down from the lowest to the highest based on what you want to do. Okay. So the moment you snatch your hand and you hold the pouch and you can feel, oh, yep, here we go. I think this is what I'm looking for. You get the feeling of like this. It feels right about what you're looking for. The energy in the room changes like that. The lights flicker hard and almost like it's because it's been going from hot to cold, and it's almost like it goes boom, 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 dark and still. Very dark, very still. And like in a pulse, because you're so close to him, you see this thing that is Toby. It looks very different. That one, very dark, very long, like black sockets. You can almost, because now this hood thing, you can almost shimmer like black sockets, and the mouth is really open and really dark and very long, and it's like screaming without sound and shaking in reality. And there's almost like these spirit pulses that look like tentacles coming out of it. Yeah, this is a full-on wraith form. It's nasty. This is nightmare fuel.
Poor Toby.
And now it's directing its focus towards Cal. So, Grace, you're first to declare your action, please.
I mean,
and he's large now. Let me say that
Yeah.
it was there. Now it's like it's stretched out.
I mean, all the boys has told her is to keep his attention, so I don't think she's planning on doing much. Maybe take another half step backwards while continuing to speak with him.
All right. So, does you wanna do this like demandingly, leadership, empathically? What does she want to do? How does she want to get his attention? So, does she want to be like use her charisma?
Yeah, she's. I mean, if I had empathy, I would have
No.
used that.
Well, do you have?
But it's from a loving perspective. It's not from a demanding or leadership.
So, and you're not gonna? Are you gonna lie? You can use
Charm
something-
him. I don't know.
Charisma. Can you combine it with anything? If not, it's gonna be a very hard roll for you, my girl.
Expression? You have expression?
Expression.
No.
What the hell?
I was like, what do I do?
Charisma athletics.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Emotionally breakdance in front of him.
Yeah, exactly. No. I mean, if I had my guitar, I would play for him, but I don't think that's going to help the situation.
I'm going to
Oh
save
my
you by
God, I don't
interpretive
know,
dance.
I mean, I don't have anything. I have charisma and manipulation, and that's kind of about it. So,
There's
I don't have any of the other things. I have subterfuge, but that's.
all right, but well, you can do it.
So I can do charisma subterfuge,
Yeah, but-
maybe because I'm trying to like.
That means you're lying.
I'm trying to pretend that I'm still caring for this
That's
monster.
that's subterfuge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, so you're lying to say everything's okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that would be justifiable, but you're not lying about the emotion.
No. But I only have one success. So
Alright,
I don't
so-
think it's going to
Well,
matter.
We'll see. All right then. So we have Cal.
Cal is gonna try to dodge his way. Dodge. Generally, if there's an attack, like my plan was to run towards and then just throw himself to the side to get past the wraith and get out.
You're like,
He's gonna dodge. He's gonna dodge an incoming attack. While
all right. Regardless of what happens, you're dodging.
Mm.
Do your roll.
Dodge. I think I'm gonna use a willpower on this one, just because I feel like it might be
Could be
prudent to
sensible.
not die on session 3.
That would be shit.
1, 2, 3. 4 successes.
Great, we have you. So then it's Chase.
I'm doing burden. I pull out my handcuffs and use that as a focus to root him to the floor.
Yeah. So the difficulty is a creature stamina, right? I'll double check that.
I don't have the book in front of me right now.
I do have the book in front of me right now. Literally have the book in front of me.
That's a nice book.
A very nice book indeed.
Oh, now I know what I wanted to do. If I had been smart.
I am so smart. SMRT.
I'm just like, maybe I should have tried to ward Cal instead of talking to the thing.
Might work.
Yeah, but I already called my action, so...
And it's actively trying to grab me, or we're just going to set the entire room on fire.
Yeah, so yeah.
I can't
now
do a take back, can I?
No. Nope. You cannot do a take back. Nope. Alright, do your roll.
Seal stamina, that's 9 dices. I'm thinking about gambling 3 conviction for this one, so I'm up to 12 dice.
Well, the difficulty is if an individual creature is stamina plus 3. So it's the creature's stamina.
Yeah, plus 3, which is?
So your difficulty is 8.
Okay. Then I'm going to... I think I will gamble for conviction.
Is there a limit? Hold on. It's been a minute since somebody gambled that many freaking convictions.
Hey, we're in Boston, not Las Vegas.
Clearly. Hold on. We'll do a check.
Vegas instead.
Ghosts and goblins. No,
Next
that's
year.
not what we're looking for.
Let's say, let's go.
I
Boston.
just want to double check that. Pardon me. It's a lot of stuff to remember. I think it's at my discretion. That is not what we're looking for. That is not what we're looking for.
I'll do a quick ask.
Successful gambles, yeah. There we go. Risking conviction. Just give me 2 seconds. I just want to check if there is any limitations.
It's exciting time.
You obviously you will lose all of them.
Let's just keep the focus on the one that potentially is going to get hurt by him not being allowed to gamble for conviction, which is moi.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Cal.
It does not say anything. Yeah, no, you can risk all of them.
Holy moly.
So
Don't risk all of them, Chase.
half of them.
Yeah, no. There's no limitations of amount.
Ooh, well, that's good to know.
Three, 2 8s, 2 10s, and 1 1.
So 3.
Yeah.
Well, then you get what you spend, and you gain 1. No, you gain 2.
I gain 2. That puts me up on 10.
Then you ding. He dings, people. He dings.
I
I'm
dings.
so glad that my potentially dying might be beneficial.
Yes, but I will not ding on zeal. I will put that onto mercy.
Interesting. Well, we'll deal with that later on.
Yeah.
But you dinged. This is not something that the other players will, in any shape, size, know that you dinged.
No.
You leveled it up.
So
You
I'm
don't know that.
down to 3 down to 3 conviction now.
You burn them.
Yeah.
But you are very successful in your burden. So, and now it's the creature's turn, because I've just described him to you. Now he reacts. So, as before, there's an enormous shift of temperature again in the room, and it goes slowly but surely, no, not very slowly, it goes hot, damn fucking quick. But at the moment, it seems very focused on Cal. You had 4 in dodge, right?
Tuck and roll, tuck and roll.
All right. It's good, but not good enough. There's a pulse of energy pulse, but that it goes through the room. It goes from being just this purple haze thing to ignite. It hits Cal as he jumps. It scorches the side of your body. You take 2 lethal. It's like a supernatural fireball. It ignites the air and he pushes it. It's scary. It's like the air is now gasoline. It's terrifying. It's like whatever he pushes can ignite. This is probably also terrifying for Grace. This enormous creature is changed its mass and its form. It used to be Toby, but now you really see what they were so scared of. This horrible creature for somewhere else. It's got nothing to do with humanity. It's got nothing to do with a human soul. It's pure corruption. Gross, pure corruption. And I think that's kind of daunting, but also very clarifying for Grace. But you're free to act upon that as you please.
Toby, are you still in there? Please talk to me. Come back to me.
This is the thing that Grace shouts into this now fury of flame that came out of the creature.
Yep.
We're doing a new initiative roll, people.
$16.
All right.
15.
All right.
Well, let's just hope that I can follow up.
What stamina do you have, Cal?
I got 3 in stamina. I got 4 in stamina.
Okay, you're good still.
But I'm on -1. -1 on dice pool because I'm injured.
All right. How many damage do you have in total at the minute?
2.
Only 2. Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
because Great
okay.
healed the
Yeah.
I got.
That's what I thought you did. So you don't need to do a stamina check quite yet. If
I got 14. Not exactly a brilliant roll, but
14.
Yep.
It's good. The bad guy is last. And then we have Cal, then we have Chase, and then we have Grace. So I'm just going to describe and tell you what the Toby wraith creature is doing. He's because now Cal has jumped towards the door, dodged, which also puts everything in your angle. Because Cal is now almost like jumping towards behind you. So the creature now and the room behind it's almost like pitch black. It's like all the light, everything that's alive in the room behind it, it's sucked out, it's gone. It's staring into pitch fucking blackness. Darkness, a horrifying feeling of where there's no hope, there's no salvation, there's no redemption, there's just corruption and decay and nothingness. Like falling into a bottomless pit. That's the blackness you feel behind this creature. And there's a lot of reaction. There's a lot of pulse and power in the room. And you see it's like when he moves around, he's very focused on Cal. And you see, again, it flutters and it pushes out another pulse of energy. So I'm going to roll on it. But I would like to see what the rest of you guys do. So we're going to start off with Cal.
Cal's going to try to do a Dex athletic jump. Just like suddenly just get out the door. You see if you can just leap and roll out the door to get out of the harm's way and not be further cooked.
Yeah, you don't want to be a crispy chicken.
No, it's already singed and in pain and scared. So he wants to get out.
Grasping the velvet pouch.
I think he's just gonna, as it does, it's probably just gonna just shout, "Get out!"
Cool. Dramatic, love it. Yeah. So did you do the roll?
No, I'll do the
Do the
roll.
roll.
Go
Do the roll.
one last part. Yeah. One last. I'm thinking
Oh my god!
willpower.
Dices, it's so nice.
Yeah.
With actual dices. It's old
Right,
school.
Taye? Right?
Dices.
Lucky bastards. Stuck with the
You can actually buy the finish.
Delivered with the willpower
You can
expanded.
also make them yourself.
So 5 successes.
5. All right. Good.
Yeah.
Good one. Yeah. So 5 successes. And then I want Chase. What are you doing?
I'm just grabbing Grace and throwing us backwards through the door.
Keep in mind when you breach eye contact to the creature,
I lose the. Yeah.
He can move.
He can move. Yeah, but do we know? So far, he's not been outside the apartment. So far, he's been within the boundaries of the apartment, right?
Yeah, and again, you don't really have had time to discuss the stuff that's happening and why it's doing what it's doing. It's very you're going it very instinctively and just going.
Yeah.
So you don't know. You don't know if he will come out. You don't know.
No, but now Grace is in harm's way.
You can see it's the same. It's the same movement he did towards Cal. He's now directing that horrifying power.
Yeah. How far are we from the door?
If you do a good, it's probably less than 2 meters. Again, it's a very small apartment.
Yeah, it is. And the door, we can hide behind the door.
Yeah, because
it would be like just grabbing her around the waist and spinning around the corner of the door.
You want to do a lot, so I'm gonna say if you're gonna do more difficult things, so if you're just jumping back and out, that's one roll. You don't have to split your dice pool. If you're gonna jump out, get behind the door and move the door or something, I'm gonna demand that you split your dice pool. Because that is strict.
No, I'll just grab her and jump out.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want you to do the roll, but we're not going to say the outcome of it because Marianne and Grace is the winner of the initiative.
Yeah.
She gets to decide what she wants to do with that, but still do the roll and give me the successes.
Dex plus.
You're doing an athletic, right? Yeah. Or you can do brawl. That's fine.
I'll do brawl. And I'll do willpower.
You're burning will. Everybody's burning will.
That's actually 2 7s and 2 8s.
You had 4.
4.
All right. So, Grace, you have now been painted the scene.
I wanna use ward, and I wanna gamble, and I wanna say to Cal, get behind me. He's kind of already on his way, but still.
Yeah. All right. So you're actually going to be like, you don't want to, you do not want to contest the fact that you're being moved. So you're going to be a moving shield, which is interesting. It's cool.
The best kind of shield.
Sure. Because Cal is moving, and I like in her head she's like, we need to get the fuck out of here.
It actually makes very cinematic perfect sense. So yeah, just do it.
Ooh. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So I have a 1. That takes away 1. I have a 10, 9, 9, 8. So 4 successes.
This is a nice move.
This is a nice move. You get what you spent plus 2 back of your conviction.
Yay!
This is how you do the conviction.
Yay.
You gotta spend them to gain them.
And I'm back to 4.
All right. Then I want to paint the scene for you guys. What happens in this scene is, Cal, you're moving.
Oh yeah.
You're just launching out because you know there's another fucking nasty pulse coming at you. And you felt the burning corrosion of this nasty. It's like it feels, it burns differently It's not a natural sensation of fire. It's different. It's corruption. So what happens? It turns towards you, to all three of you, and again you see like the air, it ripples and like almost like a wave coming, and then it pulses out, and the air, or you see it ignites, and then it turns from, like, you can see heat waves until full on fucking fire, like a wave of fire coming towards you from this creature. Instinctually, Grace, you throw up your ward. And you see that the glitter and the golden halo of your power as it ignites around you, and you can feel you being lifted up and thrown backwards up towards the hall, and you can feel the pulse of this, again, fire corruption, like almost like it licks the shield of your ward, but you can feel like this unnatural heat. Terrifying, because fire in itself is terrifying, but you felt what it did to you, like it, almost like it will destroy you, not just burn you, it will destroy you as you're being thrown out the door. Do you guys want to land gracefully? I'm guessing Grace. Both of you guys can do a dex athletic.
Not fully on Grace.
Yeah, all of you guys can do a dex athletic to land.
2 7s and 2 10s. So
all right.
I think
7, 8, 10.
I don't know. I like dodging. Again.
You do dodging.
We are
How?
the artful.
I'm not exactly calling it a cat's graceful landing. It's more like seriously injuring myself while looking like I've been thrown.
No, you can feel. Cal, what did you get, by the way?
And one success, so it's sort of like.
Oh my God! You thump. Grabbing the door. You don't injure yourself. It's just you just land very shitty, and you have your back towards the baddie.
Okay.
But is this within my radius?
All of you all are now basically in out of the door. So you're out of the apartment, but he's more in a heap around the door, legs inwards towards the apartment. It didn't land very gracefully. You guys, you did it like professionals. You basically just rolled off Chase, and Chase also managed to like grab himself, like stagger himself. So he's also on his way up, and you basically landed like a tumble. You tumbled off him, and you're in like ready to go mode.
So Grace have Grace, and I have Grace, and I have Grace.
So the thing is, it's like, because you did that, you'll get an initiative, a bonus. Cal,
yeah,
you do not. You get a -1 on yours.
So when you say a bonus, what does that mean?
You give it +1.
+1.
Ha! I laugh at your puny bonus. I need it not.
So 13.
All right.
Did I get a bonus as well?
Yeah.
Just a quick question.
Puts me at 17.
Shit.
Rolled a 9.
Got a -1 from the injury. That's -2 though, but that means I got.
No, you don't. Do you get minus from injury?
No, not initiative.
Okay.
Not
Well, then
initiative.
I get 16. Roll
Freaking hell. Freaking hell. You don't need no freaking bonuses.
I
You roll like a mother.
I roll away from the door opening. That's essentially just get away from the door.
Yeah, I'm going to start with the bad guy, because he, again, your initiatives were quite high, so he is on the lower scale. Again, you see it's a frenzy, and you see almost like now the room is igniting. It's full on a flaming inferno going on, and it's almost like it's a pulse, and you see it's like it's freaking out, and shit's burning. And it's a good assessment. This is going to be an inferno. So the one that did, what did you do, Grace? Was it you 13?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I want to, as I shout, still, get behind me. I want to go through towards the stairs. Hopefully.
Yep. You're running. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Do a run. You could do a dex athletic if you want to, like.
I mean, I have a specialty in running.
Oh, use it. This would be
So
time.
what was that? Jesus. So that's stamina and something else, right?
Yep.
There's 3 successes, 7, 10, and 6.
Three successes. All right. Well, the next one would be Cal.
I'm just gonna. Well, I want to put some distance between me and the room, so I'm gonna run towards the stairs. But my primary aim is to get away from the door, so that in the next turn I can destroy the ring in some possible way, shape, or manner.
All right. But you want.
I need to get away from the door before I get burned to crisps, though. So
Yeah. You want to maybe have some distance. I'm presuming. So are you then doing a dex athletic? Are you doing a
I'm
dex?
just gonna do. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna run. Dex blood. Nah, this is just gonna pure. I will start on my lying flat, don't I? Yeah, then I'm probably just gonna do run. Let's go. Get up on my feet and run as fast as I can.
So that would be a dex athletic moves.
Okay, yeah. Got 3 successes on that.
Good. 3 successes it is. 2 for 2. All right, then, Chase.
Yeah. Where's Grace now in...
You see that she is basically on the, like, a bit behind you on the side of you, and she is like, she landed on her feet in a more crouched position. You see clearly she's warded.
Yeah.
You can see that
Golden
because
sparks.
you have golden sparks. She's warded. She's like shielded up.
Yeah.
And she has. You see in her body movement, she's ready to go. As she says, Grace, you said,
Get behind me.
I'm heading towards the stairs. Not doing any specific action. Unless, can I use, as I dinged, can I use that power now?
No.
No.
That's not how it works.
Had to ask.
Well,
Then
I'm going to talk about that after.
Yeah, I'll just head for the stairs, getting behind Grace because she's in control now.
Yeah, she's got the ward up. Better to be behind her. I'm guessing you want to do a dex athletic as well. I'm guessing you want to run, move.
Just.
I mean, I would have liked to pick that guy up, but yeah, I ran instead.
2 successes.
So everybody's moving. What I'm gonna say now is it's the whole area is catching fire. And we're gonna do this very simple. So I'm gonna do for you to get out of this now flaming inferno. We're gonna do one roll that determines if you get out and not being burned. So we don't have to do a lot of rolls. We're gonna do one roll in total.
Right.
That's for you two. Cal.
Yeah.
If you wanna do something with the anchor, you have to split it.
Yeah, I think I probably should get out of the way as well and do something else. So what Cal wants to do is just run. You're running towards the stairs, right? So what I want to do is to split them. Do a dex athletic roll. Jump up, grab the balance. Is it sort of a stairwell that goes?
Yeah.
So it's going to run towards it and just jump over the divider of the stairwell and essentially just leap half a flight down the stairs, and as he's landing on the stairs, just throw as it jumps, just throw the ring in front of the pouch of the ring in front of him, so it's gonna land on the ring
and try to destroy it. Yeah. Okay.
So it's like run, jump over the divider of the stairwell and drop the ring, and then land on it.
Yeah. All right. We're going to do one roll. I'm going to give you a high difficulty.
Yeah.
That's for everyone. Everybody's going to get a shitty difficulty from me. And it's going to be an 8.
Mm-hmm.
To have no damage whatsoever, you need 3 successes. So you can either do a dex athletic or a dex dodge, whatever you're more comfortable with. You can spend 1 will.
Will be split. Yes, I was splitting the dice pool. I don't think.
You can
So you
only
said-
spend.
I think I'll go for dex dodge.
I have
Same here.
3 successes. 2 9s
You-
and a 10.
Perfect.
And I'm gonna spend another willpower. Oh man.
Willpower, dex dodge. Did not need the willpower.
Oh,
888 and 9.
shit. Well, you again. Maybe it's because she's warded. Who knows?
Yeah.
And you guys are moving very fast and very like you're flowing like a team. Like you're protecting each other. You're moving. If something is like almost ignites, you have each other.
Yeah.
You move.
When that spark hits her jacket, quick to just pat it off. Yeah. Those kind of things.
Thanks, Mom.
Mom, Dad. Cal, on the other hand, how did we go?
Oh man, I managed to get 3 successes to avoid the damage, and I'm luckily spending a willpower. And I got 3 successes, an 8, 9, and a 10 to land on the bloody ring and hopefully destroying it.
We're gonna see now. 3 successes, right?
Yeah. 8 to 9 and a 10.
Oh, you're lucky.
Oh.
So it's almost like because you did this when you were quite far down, because you jumped over the landing, get down, and then smash it. The moment you do that, it's like, I don't know if you guys remember the Backdraft movie back in the days. It's like when air sucked back. That's what happens the moment you crush the ring, is the air gets sucked back. It's like all the oxygen in the hall is gone. And the flames, just almost like they get like an old school horror movie, it gets sucked back into the apartment and shuts. But everything's singed. But it just whoop, back where it came from. As you guys stumble out the main door in this shitty apartment building, and Cal kind of hobbles.
Oh, that's a.
And he's smoke coming off all of you guys. It's like because the heat.
How's the hair? How's the hair? How's the hair? I don't care about my hair. How's your hair?
Your stash, on the other hand.
Ooh.
I just turn towards Grace, grab her hand, and just drag her towards like not drag her, but just hold her hand as we run towards
The car.
car. I mean, yeah, we're in a shitty place, but
Oh, you hear sirens.
fire department might
yeah.
actually respond faster than the cops there anyway.
Yeah.
But still, let's get
This
out.
is the second time in a very short time you guys hear sirens.
I'll do a dex drive, I guess.
Cal,
You-
you are wounded.
Yep.
Are
If
you
do not
okay?
do anything with it, you will continue to take damage.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get in and I just get off the jacket and I just sort of peel off take off the sweater and then just peel off the t-shirt, which is probably a bit singed towards
Do you-
the sword.
Yeah.
Do you need my help? I don't know quite how to do it, but do you need my help? You
For
look
dramatic
like
race, I think that would be great because I mean, man, look at that.
He's
Okay.
burned.
Put my hands on his wounds and
Yeah.
I'll use rejuvenate to try and
Yeah.
and rejuvenate that was.
I sent you the rules.
I know, but
Can't remember everything.
no.
Chase, your dex drive. What did you get?
I
Alright, I'm
got
pretty sure-
one success.
Probably gonna get so much damage. She's gonna learn that particular.
So spend conviction to restore the subject's most severe wound.
Yeah. So that would
So
be.
You had 2,
Yeah,
There
I'm
you go.
hurt. So I'm hurt.
and I
so-
can't gamble on this because it's just
No, it's
how it is,
spending.
right? Yeah,
spending.
exactly.
You
I'll
choose
spend-
though. You choose though how much you want to spend.
I'll spend 2 to
Oh.
get him back.
Big good girl.
I know nothing in this world right now, so. Is this better?
Yeah, you see her
It
hands
looks
glow
better.
up. Yeah, it's corroded. It's not now a wet burn wound. It's still a wound, but it will heal very fast.
Like in 6 hours or something like that.
Yeah.
Fine.
So it's already like he's obviously it's going to be in pain, but it's not like a bleeding wet burn wound.
Yeah, so the pain. It's gonna thank you that. And I take her hand again and look her in the eye and say, "Thank you." And I just like he wants to say something more, but he can't quite find the words. So he just hold his hand there and look at her until he looks away.
Yeah,
Grace.
she's not. She will look away probably before him because she's not used to this emotional thing.
Grace, you did good. You did real good. I say, trying to keep the car on the road.
Oh, you're struggling, but you're doing this.
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yes.
It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel
Never
good
does.
at all.
Never does. But you did good. You did excellent. Looks like you're a natural born hunter.
But it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does. I mean,
Yeah.
It doesn't, because everyone, all of my family, they're gone.
Yeah, but you
What
sent him
does it
to a better place. You helped us send him move on. Now he's not trapped in this in between.
How did you do that? There was too much. I couldn't.
There's when a wraith, similar like to a ghost, when there's something anchoring them, holding them back, something tying them to old walls. But destroying that physical object, you release them. They no longer have a tether to this plane of existence, so they can't stay. They can't go on. So they're released over to the natural afterlife.
I'm sorry, but what are you calling him? A wraith?
Yeah.
It's a not quite the same as a ghost. I mean, okay, this is sort of
a wraith. How to describe it? It's like a ghost trapped by its own emotions.
Yeah, that's actually very well put. Well put, Chase. Well put.
He didn't look okay. He didn't look
No.
like your wife. He looked completely different. He looked like someone had done something to him. Oh my god, what did they do to him? His tongue and his finger and his eyes, they were all... It wasn't right. None of it looked right.
Chase.
Can I borrow your book?
Yeah, sure. It's in the duffel back there. It's in the duffel back there. You can it pulls out the my little.
As you guys do that, you hear the radio turns itself on.
Is that just me? I look at Chase.
Did
you hear the classic static?
Yeah.
Toby?
Grace, don't worry, Grace.
Toby? Is that you?
It's connected, Grace. It comes from beneath.
What comes from beneath?
The darkness, Grace. They are cloaked in kindness, but they lie.
Who did this? Who did this to you?
He sold me, Grace. He lies.
Sold you? Who sold you?
Thank you. I love you. And it goes away. Clicks over to some sort of a rock station. You hear Fate No More's epic booming out of the stereo.
Oh, I turn off that in kids' music. That thing they call rock and roll nowadays. It's not Boston. It's not. Yeah, no, it's crap.
I actually liked it. Okay.
You did good,
You heard
Chris.
that as well, right?
Yeah.
That wasn't in my head.
That was Toby. What's this?
It would.
That was him freed from being locked.
What did he say? The man with.
Okay, let me focus. Cal being used to. That's what I said. Automatically, Ramona said, "It's connected." The things that is connected. It comes from beneath.
The darkness?
Yeah, darkness.
Is cloaked in kindness?
Yeah, but he lies.
And he was sold?
Yeah.
By a smiling man with. What was it? Knives?
Yeah, I think it was knives. Smiling with knives.
What does that mean? It must be connected to the. To what happened to him, to whoever did this to him, to maybe even the guy that he went on a date with. I don't know.
Date last night?
Yeah, well, he's.
Let's stop for a stop a place to think. Stop for somewhere to think.
You happen to be quite close to one of the places where you and Toby would go, and other boys and girls of the night will hang out. And that happens to be called Bolton's Diner.
Bolton's Diner.
Bolton's Diner is a very the cops know about it, the street workers know about it. It's a very specific place, so you know it quite well.
There is a place close. They don't have the best food, but they have coffee.
Yeah, okay.
And they're open 24/7.
Let's go there.
Okay, yeah, sounds so good.
As our team drives towards Bolton Diner, a bit burned, a bit scarred physically and emotionally of just what have occurred to them, we're going to have a break. We're going to have a break.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
so people can do what they need, go grab a drink, have a pee break. I know I need one. And we're gonna be back in not that long. So we'll see you in a bit. Welcome back from the break. We are gonna go directly into the scene where our hunters have now found themselves a private little booth in the diner, away from onlookers and the rest of the more sordid clientele. We're going to go directly into the scene where they have now just ordered some cup of coffee and trying to gather themselves of these horrific events that just occurred.
Cal is probably seen himself like so his opposite Grace. He's just wearing a hoodie and he just zipped up. He didn't put any t-shirt back on because he's still bothering him, and he can't seem to stop picking at it, like scratching at it as it's rapidly healing.
You're sitting opposite me.
Yeah, opposite.
So okay. Stop touching it.
Yeah,
And I, as I said, I'll hand over like his book, where I've tried to draw down what I remember seeing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was clearly what you saw was a very jagged spiral, done with small cuts.
Who would do this?
I don't know, Grace, but okay, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. I mean, I think you deserve honesty. You deserve us to be as upfront as we can, and it's not gonna be pleasant. I'm sorry, but this looks ritual to me.
Yeah.
And considering that
keep your voices down. I don't know if.
Yeah.
And this is back in '93. People are smoking at their booths. This is a very smoking era, so the air is thick with body odor, old stained alcohol, cigarettes, smoke, and greasy food.
So, what I'm guessing, Royce, is that they used Toby in some sort of occult ritual, and that entails some sort of powerful.
But he was like, I think he was going to a club. Who would do that at a club? Like, I don't know.
He said somebody sold him.
Yeah. You think they sold him at this club?
Could be.
He was given a lot of money. But he really liked the guy. It's almost like he trusted him, like he thought there was some sort of future there.
Yeah, he said that they trick you with kindness. Wasn't that what he said? That they're lying. That they're coming from below.
Yeah. I wish I knew where they went.
He didn't say anything about that?
He didn't give me a name. He gave me the name of the man he was dating, but he didn't give me the name of the club.
Did he say
it was
anything about the club?
European name. Gray, Mr. Gray, David Doran. I don't know.
Dorian Gray.
Yeah. Oh, do you know him?
No. It's from literature.
Oh.
Yeah. It's
Oh, you must find me stupid. I don't read a lot. I'm sorry.
No, it's I don't think it's in many curriculums. I think it's I don't know what they teach kids these days, but still, it's from an old Gothic tale about eternal life and selling your soul. So I'm thinking maybe vampire. Could be.
Like Dracula vampire?
Like Dracula vampire.
Holy shit.
I saw the movie.
You're trash.
Yeah, some of them are because, well, the old ones are because, well, this not being a quite too old country.
Can I look around the diner and
Push
see
down.
if I can see any of who I know to be his colleagues?
Sure. Do a perception alertness. I'm not despairing. Just
Two
drop something.
sixes.
Yeah. You see Miss Starr, Cindy Starr, also a working girl, a good friend of Toby. She's sitting at the counter, just chit-chatting away with the cook. She's a beautiful Hispanic girl.
Mm-hmm.
Or Hispanic descent.
Yeah.
Big fake fur coat, very short red leathery skirt, very high heels, the fishnet stockings. Yeah, she's a working girl's attire.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Do you guys mind if I go talk to one of his friends?
Yeah, of
I
course.
think I should tell them what happened. Well,
Don't
not what
be-
happened,
Don't
but
be too specific about the details because
yeah,
then people will find you crazy.
But
right.
maybe they know something about this.
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, because I don't. Yeah. I'll scoot out of the booth and walk over to Miss Star.
So the scene splits in two. We're going to start with Grace's scene first, as she makes her way from your private booth in the end of the diner. Again, it's a classic diner. They're usually quite narrow, and she's sitting in the middle of the counter area and talking with the cook, nursing a glass of Coca-Cola, cherry Coke, playing with the straw.
Mm. I'll just like poke her on her shoulder, hands in my pocket, kind of just staring at the floor. Hey, Cindy.
Oh, great!
Hey, how are you doing?
It's this time of year is a bit slow. The weather is a bit shit. It's not easy standing on these corners when it's like whatever the fuck below zero and in high heels.
Oh, tell me about it. I mean, not that yeah, you know.
She gives you a very crooked smile, like, would you know? Would you?
Well, when I can't stay at Toby's, I don't really have anywhere else to stay, so yeah, it's cold. Have you seen Toby lately?
No, not since the last event we did together.
Was that yesterday?
No, as far as I know, he had a date.
Was it the same place?
Girl, I'm not sure. Angel Face usually managed Toby's affairs.
Is he around?
Well, if I know Angel Face correctly, he will be in and not too shortly.
Right.
Or he will be in shortly, not too shortly. He will be in shortly.
It's just I really need to know where he is or where he could have been. I really need to know. Do you know he talked about a club? Do you know what club that was?
She gives you a very it's like she squints her eyes. It's like, Grace, you're asking very peculiar questions. What's up?
He hasn't come home, and I don't think he will. I just need to find him. And the only way that I think I can is by I'm not going to butt into anyone's business, but I just want to see where he went. You know?
You see, she looks around and like if there's onlookers or somebody with long ears. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, Grace. She gets up.
Oh.
Excuse me, need to go to the bathroom, and she nudges you a bit.
Right. I get what she means. I think I do. So, but I'll just like linger at the counter just a little while until it doesn't look like I'm. Yeah.
Pursuing.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
And then I'll go into the.
Yeah. She's leaning on the sink, very shitty sink. So a lot of shitty places in Boston, but you're in a shitty area, and she's smoking a cigarette,
Right.
leaning at the mirror.
I'm sorry to do this in the open. I didn't think. I'm sorry. I know you're private. I know you.
Grace, you haven't seen Toby for how long?
Not since he went on that date, and he's always coming home. Always. I mean.
She's shaking. You see, like she's dragging a cigarette and she's shaking.
If you know anything about those people, that place, anything that. I mean, I'll pay you, and I'll just like grab the money I got from Toby, and just like.
She grabs a very fine, long manicure nails around your hands. Like, stop it, Grace. And you can feel she's shaking a bit. I can't. Angel feels he will cut me up if I talk too much. You know how this game is, girl. You know how this is. We can't. I know. Okay, Grace. Okay, I'll give you a piece of information, but you must promise me not to ask anymore.
I promise. My lips are sealed for eternity. I mean, I'll.
Okay, you gotta calm down. And I'm gonna say this once, all right? And then please do not approach me with the subject again.
I would be eternally grateful. Yeah,
Okay.
of course.
I overheard Angel Face having a conversation on the phone with someone a couple of nights ago. They were specifically asking for young men. Specific height, specific weight. And I could distinctly hear Angel Face saying something about a price. And he will not be missed. Grace, I'm trying not to freak out, but you know he's my daddy, right?
Yeah.
He's my guy. I can't cross him, girl. You know I can't cross him.
It won't come back to you. I swear.
He will cut me up. He will cut me up. So that's the only thing I'm gonna say. And then she puts the cigarette out in the sink, and she's like, "I gotta go, Grace. I gotta work. All right.
Just
stay safe, girl."
Just the name of the street.
The street.
Anything that doesn't have the street where he went.
Grace, you are.
Please, I beg you. He was my brother. He was everything I had, and I have nothing.
Oh, what the fuck am I doing this? Grace, you're gonna get yourself in trouble, right?
I promise I will never come back here.
These are dangerous people, Grace. They
I don't care. I don't care, but I will. I don't matter. Toby matters. I don't.
She leans in and quickly, with her ruby red lipstick, she whispers, "I know it's got something to do with the velvet rope, and that's the only thing I know. I can't give you an address. That's the only thing I know. You gotta leave me alone now, Grace. I gotta go. I gotta go work."
I'll just hug her, and then I'll just let her go.
She stiffens up, and she's like, I gotta go.
Thank you. I owe you everything.
She gives you just don't talk about it. Don't fucking talk about this. And she leaves.
Put it in her hand.
Yeah. We're gonna go simultaneously as this happens. We're gonna go to the table to use senior hunters. as Grace has left the table and you have to contemplate the events that just occurred, which are not normal. Let's be honest, this is not. Nothing's normal for a hunter, but this is not normal.
So, Chase, the odds of this being a coincidence, I mean, missions that draws us to New England, the Viewman or hunter in Boston, the abnormally powerful ancient nightmare creature attacking her on her evil movement, and that her best and only closest friend ritualistic murdered and turned into a wraith. I mean, yeah, I believe in coincidences, I just don't fucking trust them.
She seemed like a catalyst of some sort, like a point of a vortex.
Yeah. So the question is, like, does it revolve around, or is she just caught up on it? Did the heralds imbue her in part because she was connected to whatever's happened, to the fallout of whatever's ever connecting her, or is she actually? It's actually more important. It's actually some sort of greater manifest destiny at play here, where she's what happened to her is part of this. Whatever happens to her. I mean, clearly, yeah, Boston's bitter ground. It's a hellhole. Sorry, home, but you are a hell. But there's something more. There's something big brewing right here, right now. That's big, even for being Boston.
Oh yeah,
I'm certain of it. I mean, I can feel it in my burnt side.
I can't say what it is, but yes, it's something. It's something. Yeah. Apocalyptic almost.
It's getting late. We gotta check out those names. I want to check local papers for those names of some edition to see if they pop. I mean, for all we know, they could be names of other people who have been victim for the same kind of ritualistic killing that her friend was. I mean,
it's an option.
Yeah, it's something.
Well, we should get the true name of Toby. That could be an alias.
Yeah,
I don't know. We could also chase the murder of Toby, find out where he was sold.
So you think someone sold him to whoever committed the ritual? That is being some procurement?
I think so. I think that's an easy way of getting prey for ritual. Yeah, definitely.
I trust your instinct. That I mean, you're the cop.
And yeah, kids are being bought and sold. It's ugly, but it's true.
Underbelly.
Worst of it is that we can do something about the creatures of the night monsters that pop out, the vampires, the ghouls, the ghosts, the goblins, but the fucking human trash that does that.
That's not our... Well,
that would be a 24/7 kind of word job.
Oh, I feel so bad for her. She doesn't know what she's getting into. And if she's a catalyst behind in all of this, it's...
She's 20.
She's 20, 21, 20-ish. She's a kid. What did you do when you were 20? Saving the world? Yeah, no.
No. I was being a contender.
Yeah, well, she's not a very naughty girl, so she might as well be the Messiah.
No. I've gone pro, though. I mean, I've gone pro when I was 20.
He gets lost in memory lane as Grace, now at this point, makes her way back to the table. She looks a bit, again, she's been emotional for 2 days almost. But she has a clear worry draped across her face.
And I just scoot in. Look down at the table.
Yeah.
What did you say? You hungry, by the way?
No. She didn't want to talk about it, and I understand. But it seems like maybe his pimp assaulting?
Hmm.
She talked about a phone call about boys and specific ages and heights and looks. And she was afraid. She was really, really afraid. So she didn't want to give me anything, but she did. I didn't tell her he was dead. I couldn't bear to do it.
She'll find out.
But she also gave me a name of the club, I think. Velvet Rope. So at least maybe that's a place to start. And if it's the club that he was talking about, then I don't know how any of us are going to get in, but it's pretty uppity, I think.
Well, if it's
But god
if it's
damn
that
it.
kind of club, then
Can we get out of here? Because I think if Angel Face, if his pimp is coming back, I don't think I can look at him without wanting to fucking kill him. If he's behind this, if he's had a hand in it, I don't want to be anywhere near him. I don't think I can control myself. I really don't.
okay, we'll leave.
Cal puts down his coffee cup and it's the handle is cracked off. And as I leave it, I'm gonna just pull back to Chase, like hold it back for a sec. I can say words then.
Yeah. So Grace moves ahead
She's
of you.
she's
Yeah,
just
she
walking.
wants out.
Yeah.
Fresh air. Get your dog.
So should we brace this angel fuck? Or should we just let that piece of shit walk away?
Oh, that's it's a hard one. It's a hard one. We'll see. We'll see what we can dig up in this investigation, and we'll take it from there.
You see Cal is jumping at the gate, ready to crack his skull for the course. But then again, you being the judge and all, it falls on your lap.
He's human. He's not our jurisdiction, but
he's human. He's got a fucking choice in the matter.
yeah, he does. He does. Oh,
But if he sends people to logical risk, I'll think about it. You're a judge.
Oh, both of you guys roll an intelligence, please.
Mr. Smart. SMRT.
SMRT.
I know, lady. I get in the head a lot.
Doesn't look like any of us.
2 successes out of 2 dice.
Yeah.
Roll a 5 and a 1.
You botch.
Yeah.
You botch.
He's the smart one. SMRT, probably.
Okay, so you botch. So you get the idea that you know who Angel Face is because he used to be a boxer. Yeah. On the other hand, what Chase is thinking, he could be affiliated to one of the rots, aka vampire.
Yeah.
So that doesn't make him human.
Well, yeah, we need to do some investigation there, because if he could be a ghoul, he could be a. For all we know, he's a rot. For all we know, he's a leech.
Fucking.
If he's a leech, he dies.
Ghouls, those fucking Renfields.
Yeah, if it's a Renfield,
Bug
we'll
eating.
unrenfieldifies him, if that's a word.
But again, Cal, you're convinced he was a boxer in.
I'm pretty sure he was a boxer back in the day. I think I remember that. And Angel Face, yeah, I'm gonna.
Yeah, it seems like a typical boxer name, so I don't know. You all have some strange names.
Oh, no. Well, anyway, let's not keep Grace waiting too long.
Yeah. Grace, you know there's chocolate in the back of the van, right?
No.
Okay.
Now you know.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, Lucky's very happy to see you. She's wagging her butt. Just
Hey,
me wagging my butt.
girl. I just sit down and just like, give her a cuddle.
So, you're kind of in between a rock and a hard place when it comes to investigation. There's a few places you could go if you need more information when you were talking about newspapers.
Yeah.
Too bad it's very late in the day.
Yeah, probably have to put that up on. The library probably will have microfilms of like the major newspapers for the last, like, or at least not for this week, at least for like a week, but like more than that. But they're close being late.
Well, it's not like it's late in the day because we're not into the night yet.
Okay. Well, you could check that out.
So, sorry. What's the plan? How do you do this? Like, I'm out of my depth here. Where do you start?
Well, we talked about that when you were off gathering information from your friend, and well, we got these names from my vision. Remember, I want to check out if some of them names have come up on some missing persons list or anything like that, or been in the newspaper or anything. So check out that part. And you said the club was Velvet.
Rope.
Club's name changed a lot. I can't remember that from my clubbing times back in Boston. I can't really recall that.
I don't know where it is either.
But if it's sort of connected to like Chase's battle,
Maybe it's in a phone booth. I don't know.
It might be. Yeah, it might be an official club, but it might also be an underground club.
Okay.
Plenty of those used to pop up around Boston. Where those with the.
But I mean, the only thing that I know is the most fancy clubs is like downtown, right? Business area, district. I don't know, like.
Yeah, but I don't want.
There's no fancy clubs around here anyway.
But I don't think they want just the big famous fancy party club. I mean, if they're looking for people they can sell. And
He said they had a lot of champagne, maybe.
I think more rich, kind of rich pirates, like behind the scenes kind of people for that kind of club. It's not going to be the stars and the athletes. It's going to be the depraved rich, using people that are dispensable for whatever.
It's not really my scene.
No, club scene. We could have tried to hit the club scene, try to hit up, find out information about that. I got
again, you two seasoned hunters. I want you to do an intelligence roll again.
I might actually have some people.
Yeah.
Know some people here in town that might.
Yeah, because there might be easier ways of doing this.
Now I botch.
No, I got it. An 8.
A 1.
A 1. You know nothing, Chase. You think you should just sit in the van and think about it because you know shit.
I'm just a small bear with little to no intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like some honey.
Cal, on the other hand, usually a good place to do any either or research is your library. They will have all newspapers.
Yeah. And
you have an old, because of your fame.
Yeah.
If you need to find an illicit or a hidden club, it's a matter of maybe reaching out.
Yeah, and I got some contacts. I might still know some people in the more seediest elements of Boston's underworld, or at least someone, or maybe even someone in the still connected to the wood boxing circuit and thus connected to the club scene. So that's a possibility.
And you're thinking at some point you should also call back to the janitor and see if there's more information to be had.
Yeah, gotta check in with him later. Plus, we've got some more information that might be relevant for some.
Yeah, so it's like I'm guessing because you've been doing a little bit this day because we started in the morning.
Yeah, we haven't had anything to eat since then.
No, and it's not
We had a big breakfast.
Yeah, but it's not that late in the day. I'm thinking it's around 3 or 4, maybe 3.
Yeah, because we started like 7 in the morning. Or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. So yeah, I'm thinking around 3. So you still have a few hours of daylight left.
So what should we focus first on? Should we try to track down the club first, or go after the names?
We can.
I don't think that's a place that's going to be open in the daytime. Do you really think so?
No, probably
No.
from midnight or something.
But if we're going there, are we going there? Would you go there?
Where it is first. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah. So you didn't get a street name or something?
No, she didn't want to give me anything. She didn't even want to give me the name. Like, she was so scared.
I mean,
of course.
Angel Face probably knows his name, but that would result in us tipping our hand in the sense that either we have to let him go with him knowing people are coming after them, or we'd have to put him out of commission.
She was afraid from her pimp. It's not really a nice guy.
And Angel Face was her pimp as well?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, anything we do can't come back to her.
Of course.
So we can't. That's why I wanted us to leave, because I wouldn't be able to not. Yeah, no. And I can't do that to her.
No, of course not.
We can't do that to her.
But if...
I don't want that on my conscience at all. Like, it's enough.
But if we're lucky, if we're proper lucky, then Angel Face is hopefully a supernatural.
How do you mean?
Because then we can take him out. Then he's in our jurisdiction. As a human...
I mean, I've talked to the guy. I mean, he seems normal. And he's out in the daytime and everything isn't, like, scary.
Yeah, but there are... well, you don't have to be scary to be supernatural. And there are some people who are...
Do they walk in the light like normal people?
No, vampires do not. But they have their Ranfields.
Fucking Ranfields.
Yeah, you said you've seen
I'm sorry,
Dracula.
is that a name? What is that?
Dracula reference.
Oh!
Yeah, that little tiny weasel.
The assistant?
The assistant, yeah.
The slave, the...
Yes, they have that. And though they are slaves, they might be just as corrupt and as evil as their masters.
I can try to see if anyone can get in contact with any of the people I know from the boxing circuit, see if anyone here knows the club scene. Can give me some point there.
Of course.
They're going to go at the end of this time of day. My other contacts will probably have to wait till it gets a bit later. They generally don't get up early, being
party animals and sports
and
people.
Bouncers, night owls.
Yeah. And after that, after we checked in on the gym, we might see if there's still time to go to the library and see what I can find out in the newspapers.
Yeah.
Probably best if all three go to the library, because I mean there's a couple of newspapers, several days. It's
of course.
And then we'll call the janitor from the library.
Of course.
That's a good plan. Yeah.
Good plan.
So let's get to.
And in the meantime, we can take see if we find a drive-through or something to get some grub, because it's been a while.
Yeah. Actually, there's probably going to be if things still are. I mean, it's been a while since it's been back, but there used to be a pretty decent burger joint on the way.
Sweet.
It's still there.
Burgers are food.
Yeah. Oh, no, even better, but it's too early. Damn it. There used to be this great steak place. Fatting up before fights after you've been after the weigh and trying to gain some fight. Oh man, this juicy ribeyes.
Oh, it's been a while since a good steak. It's been a while. I will take that after.
Yeah.
When we have something to celebrate, we'll have steak.
I don't even remember what it tastes like.
I can see that.
That's it. That's it. I'm making my mission. After we're done tonight, after done doing research tonight, we're gonna take an hour off. I mean, we've been going hard at it, and we're gonna get Grace a pop-up decent, big, fat, juicy ribeye.
Ribeye.
You're lucky.
Yeah, and one for Lucky as well.
Making a bird. All right, so the camera pans out of the car as Chase puts the car in drive and tears off, following Cal's directions to this very old school Boston boxing gym. Grace, as they approach, she knows it as well. It's for the old timers. It's renowned. It's the Golden Glove Boys. She's still, I'm thinking, feeling a bit disconnected. I'm guessing she's compartmentalizing what happened.
She has to.
Survival of the mind.
Yeah. I think if she sat down and just thought about first, like, losing, well, not a friend per se, but Reg, and then losing her job, that was her link to her sister, and then she losing her freaking best friend, and in the fire losing all her things, and the only thing left from her dad, her guitar, in the flames. So yeah, it's been a day.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
It's almost like you're being purged.
Destroying every link she has to the world around her. That's, I think, what she's feeling right now.
And that would be a very natural feeling to have, for her to feel everything, like you're being stripped to the bone.
Nothing left but herself.
Nothing. Yeah.
And, well, lucky, but yeah.
Don't worry, I don't kill dogs.
Oh.
No. You can shoot babies out of cannons, but you don't fucking kill dogs.
I mean, I was so happy on my character sheet with my equipment. Like, I had a nice list, and now I just have to scratch everything out. Like,
It's
best
good.
friends,
It's good.
everything.
Yeah. I'm not. Yeah. We're not done. Just you wait.
Good
All
to,
right.
to become
Body
a
edge.
So you go. You get to the gym. Do you have a name for the gym, or do you want me to name it?
You can name it.
All right. So it's gonna be a classic Jackson's gym, boxing gym.
GG's.
GG's.
Jackson's gym.
Yeah.
Well, this brings back memories.
It's a classic, like sign. You have to go upstairs to get to the gym. It's red brick. The sign is eroded and shitty. There's a laundromat on the side. There's a pawn shop on the other side, and you have to go stairs up to get to the boxing gym itself. And this is an old timers. There's old posters on the wall from back in the day when all the champions and the up and comers and the gold gloves and the trainers. You have 2 rings where people spar, and then you have other areas with the ball that you hit. Don't know what that's called. I should know. And then the sacks which you hit. Should know what that is. Did this. Should know what it is in English. Clearly don't. Brain fart. And right now there's actually quite a crowd. Old timers and young. There's a lot of noise. You hear the pads. You hear the gloves. You hear the shouting, the breathing. Hands hitting.
Cal stops up, just takes it all in. Just bring back memory.
Is he alone? Or are we coming?
You choose. I'm just gave the scene.
I'm coming.
I'm sitting in the
I'm
car.
so
I've got nothing
coming.
to do in there.
So I'm just looking around, just soaking up the atmosphere. His eyes lingers a bit on the one plaque, what sort of poster on the wall. And I was seeing the local New England welterweight title champion, the one he had, that one
Yeah.
And I look over to Grace. Just notices her. I mean, he knows she likes boxing and that she's done some boxing, and he's calling
Yeah.
It's actually
Like, starting to walk over to one of those balls that you don't remember what.
Oh my
what
god!
I
I
don't
know
know.
it.
Yeah,
Know
just
it.
to.
I should
don't
know
know.
this.
Yeah.
The ball on the string which you hit, the thing you hit, the ball, the string. Yeah. Jackson, he is an African American fella. He's short, stocky. He always wears a sixpence. He always have a half a cigar out of his mouth. He's always well dressed. It's not a full-on suit, but he's always in a shirt and nice pants and polished shoes. You see him leaning and coaching two young fellows not in the first ring, but the ring just behind that.
I'm gonna let Grace explore, and he's gonna just quietly settle, goes towards the crowd, just staying in the background, just watching the two young fighters, just evaluating them, seeing if they've got any potential or not. Just sort of like he's wandered in as a casual observer.
You see, one of them's got some skills. His jab is solid, and his footwork is on point. He managed to weave around, and constantly gauging the other person's reach. So he's always like waiting and moving in. His movement is solid. It's like a dance. It's fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee.
Once he's picked up on that, he's gonna slowly just walk around the group of people and try to get closer to Jackson.
You can hear him like shouting at the other guy, Patrick, your feet, your posture. You don't stand still, move your feet, constantly move. You're gonna get smacked, you're gonna get knocked down. He's shouting at him.
I just look at one of the onlookers and just say, he's right,
You see like Jackson, he jumps a bit. He turns around a bit like perplexed, almost like the cigar's falling out of his mouth, but he grabs it with his fingers and he's like, the Saudi.
Good to see you again. And I walk up to
him. He brings in for like taps on the back, and he like grabs your face, and he's like, that's
smile.
It's never been a pretty mug, but it's a mug.
Oh well, all this unboxing didn't actually do that much better.
We're not in a beauty competition, boys. He shouts out to the boxers, and you can hear them shouting back, "No, sir."
The name of the game is hit him and hit back.
Yeah, we're not worried about the face. We never have been. It's like, come on, let's catch up. What brings you back? I've heard.
And then Grace comes running over.
Hey. Well, bit of reminiscing as well, and got a number of this young and promising lady here. I mean,
you see, it's short and stocky.
His weight is way off. He's not doing it right.
You're spot on, girly. He is not using his feet. He's not doing his footwork. His positioning is way off. He's not putting his weight on his heel. Good eye on you, girls. Yeah. He's clean shaven. His eyes are wise and old. Difficult to say how old he is. 50 to 70. Very difficult. He has no hair. Sixpence. And a very crisp, clean shirt. And he's small and stocky. Big arms.
Could you go to your office, Jackson?
Of course you can.
Grant, come on.
He walks in and he is like, anything to drink?
Just water for me.
And he's like,
just water for me. I'm on the wagon. Grace, you want something?
No.
Not sure. It's fine.
He grabs 2 glasses and he clunks up a bit of like malt scotch. Shoves it towards you, and he downs one of his, and he puts in some more.
I look at him, and then I do the same.
It burns. It's shitty.
She's used to shitty rosé that Toby gives her, so yeah.
Oh, this is worse.
Okay.
So,
and
how's business going, Jackson?
You know how it is. Sometimes it's you have the wind in your back, and sometimes you have the wind in your face. It's one of them things when you run your own place. At least I'm not in the red. What can I say? I'm not in the red. I'm banking on that young kid. I think he might be a contender.
The one in the red trunks?
Yeah, the one in the red trunk with the beautiful footwork.
Oh, yeah, no, he's got his timing. Not only
What?
footwork, he reads the game as well. He knows when to move. He not only can move, but he knows when to move.
Yeah, but his jab is very weak, and he's got a lot of tells when he throws it.
And well, weak jab, that's, strength training. I mean, come on. Hey, take a look at the good old story of the Cinderella Man. All he needed, working and got his muscles up.
Yeah, he just needs to bulk up a bit and be a bit more assertive. Because his footwork and everything else is beautiful, but I need him to be a bit more aggressive when he engages.
That's natural. You can't teach people that, but you can teach them aggressiveness. Fingers crossed, man. Good sale.
Yeah.
I mean, the boxing world would not be the same without you, that's for sure.
Yeah, my boy.
Thank you for all the good stuff you did for me as well, mate. That was fantastic. Great.
But I heard stories, Cal.
I always did like the good life, I always like to have a bit of fun. A bit of fun.
Yeah, it's a bit of fun.
A little bit more fun, and a little bit more fun, and a hell of a much too much fun, and before you know it, it's.
I heard you were in the big house.
Oh yeah, did it.
I heard you did a stint in the big house, Cal.
4 years. I'm not getting that back, but I'm not going back. Staying on the street and starting there. That's why I'm, trying to give something back to the community as well.
You're mentoring this.
Yeah, I'm giving us some pointers, giving a bit of, like I said, I mean, there might not be much of a crowd cheering for women's boxing at this moment, but it's gonna come. And she's got some great instincts, a good eye, and more importantly,
my jab is not that weak.
All right.
All right,
so.
A lot smarter than I ever was or will be. But that's sort of why I came by, and not only because not asking for any boxing favors or something else. She's gonna find her own way. But
do you want me to wait outside? Sorry, I can go if you.
No. We're here for you. It's fine. Her friend's missing.
Oh, that's. I'm sorry for you.
And I mean, I've been away so long, I don't really know this scene. But do you know anyone who's got a finger on the pulse on the nightlife scene, on the club scene in Boston now? Any of the contenders? Someone know? Because we got the name of this club, but it's clearly not your everyday just walk.
It's not a boxing club.
No.
You need a guy that knows the circuit.
Yeah. If you know someone, if you could.
Only why I like that will cross my mind now. He used to be a part of the gym for quite some time, but he never really. A mediocre boxer. He basically just came into. He did the work, but he didn't do the work. If you catch my drift.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Through
the emotions, but nothing more.
Yeah, Chuck Sweetheart Hazel.
Chuck Sweetheart Hazel. Grand, thank you. Do you have any idea where I can find him now?
Yeah, you'll probably find him in the phone book, but I know he runs in the bouncer circuits of Boston.
Okay, Chuck Sweetheart, and how do you spell his last name? It's
Hazel, like the hazelnut.
Like with a hazelnut, yeah, with his Z. Great.
Because I'm not going to pass any judgment on you, Cal, but he had a sweet spot for the nightlife as well. And he made that his career. And as far as I know, he's doing fine. He's got a company that provides security and bouncers for the more the nightlife. I'm not going to judge the nightlife.
Well, maybe I'll pop by and apply for a job. But thank you. That's great. I really hope I can help her out, find her a friend.
I hope so too, sweetheart, Sam.
Thank you. And awesome place you got here. It kind of reminds me of my gym.
No.
Cooper's?
Yeah.
Studio?
Cooper's a good place. Not like this. It's a decent gym. I'll give you that. It's a decent. But if you're ever considering moving, and if he watches for you, you'll have a place there. I'll put you up with the younger boys. We'll see what you made of.
Cool. That's great. Thank you.
Oh, great. I'll be right over, Chris. I'm just gonna do this little more catching up with Jackson. I'll meet you outside.
She goes.
You're sitting there with Jackson. Are you catching up, or are you going to do hunter work?
No, I was gonna do some talking a little bit, some catching up, and then I was gonna ask him a favor.
All right. So, well, you
Can
do the chat, and we'll just play before to
Generally,
the
he just wants to, if he could do me a favor and let Grace go a couple of rounds in the ring with someone at some point during the next couple of days.
Oh,
It's like 3 rounds, just
yeah.
for fun, just for the fun of it, just so you get
Yeah,
some.
Oh, he does. So he says, like, just give me a call 2 days before. I'll have one of my younger teenage boys. She can go around with. Yeah, no worries.
Thank you.
Anything for a friend.
Seeing you.
Whilst this happens, we're going to go down to the car where Chase is sitting. And he feels the presence of someone he loves very dearly sitting beside him.
Love.
We shouldn't be here, my love.
Come again.
This place is wrong.
I know.
There's so many voices, my love.
Yeah, I know. I don't like it either, but somebody has to do this, and unfortunately, when things come calling, I have to answer.
That girl. She's being followed.
By whom? By what?
The night, my love. The night follows the girl. I tire from this basement, love. I will lean on you for a minute.
Of course, love. Always.
It's almost like you can feel her essence leaning into you. And it's comforting and heartbreaking at the same time.
I'll be with you soon, love.
My embrace waits for you.
I just sit there in silence,
You
trying
hear
to
this-
remember how she used to smell when we sat together in the car on road trips, or just before entering the house after buying groceries.
Just small things. It's just the scent when someone just wakes up. It's the scent they leave when they leave the room. It's like you're smelling a t-shirt 2 days after they've left it. But it's gone.
The smell of the pillow, can't remember it.
I can't remember it. It's gone. And as you're contemplating this and feeling the loss, the other two comes down.
Get into the car.
Yeah.
Okay, we
I think
got.
I knock on the window as I pass by and get into the back.
I startle.
Ooh.
So, you found out anything?
Yeah, we got a lead. Name of a guy, Chuck Sweetheart Hazel. He's got his fingers on the pulse when it comes to the club life. He apparently runs some sort of security gig, getting bounces for places.
Yeah, that might help.
Yeah, I think maybe I should give him a call and say I'm a ex-boxer looking for a job.
Nice.
Get a meet, because I'm thinking if he's running security, if he happens to be running security for that particular club, he might give him a tip of if you start just asking suspicious questions about the place. But if we can get talking to him, and maybe you can do some light B&E and reconnaissance work, Jason. Check out this. I don't know. Probably got an address book or someplace like that, or lodge or anything like that. So
yeah, it's an option.
See what we can do. That's about it. So it's either that. So to chase that up right now, or head to the library. library because we should call the janitor as well.
Yeah, do the library first. Yeah, definitely that.
Well, oh yeah. You're pointing the right way now. Just follow the street, take a left down here, and go 2 blocks, and we go back up again. On the left, and we'll be on the right way.
You're going to the Boston Public Library, and it's very nicely between Boylston Street and Peyton Street.
I don't think Grace has been here ever.
Makes
I don't really think Cal has been here either.
I've never been there. I mean, it's no shame about not recognizing the name Dorian Grace. I mean, I could count on one hand the number of books that I've read before I went to the big house. Though, when you're spending 21 hours of a day locked up, reading is pretty much
fundamental.
But so that's where I learned to enjoy the written word.
So you're getting, I'm just going to insert here and say you're getting, when you're getting to the Boston Library, it's a beautiful building. It's an old building. It's a beautiful building. Stoic, big, massive. It's got parks close to it. It's got several churches close to it. It's got a very old South church, which is a Gothic church, which is more for music. Just saying, because that is also Trinity Church. There's a very beautiful area with a big park very close to it. It's in the city center. It's close to the financial district. It's not in a poor or shitty part of Boston at all. And you see that the public library is open to 6 o'clock.
And it's now,
I'm going to say 4:30.
So we stick out like a sore thumb here.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not the one sticking out like a sore thumb. We're the ones sticking out like sore thumbs.
Sure.
hey, that's the beauty of the library. Public library, open for everyone and anyone.
Cal just saying like, yeah, this is my place as well. No judgment. Could be your house.
Oh, that might give me the book. Do you know how to read, sir?
No.
Punch you in the face. Yeah, do.
I don't know if I can do much in there. Maybe I can just, I don't know, play with Lucky outside in the park.
Yeah, if you want to. If you
Well,
want. But
I think I'll.
teach
I
you.
think I'll. Can I borrow the car keys?
Yeah, of course. I'll toss her the...
I'll just hang around.
Yeah. Just
And then
don't go digging under the seats because there are a lot of guns there.
Don't like guns.
God, he used to last the grenades. Okay, let's go. Move.
I just like take Lucky into the park outside.
She goes into the park and
Play around with a ball.
Goes into the library. We're just gonna have a really quick break, just a 5-minute super quick break before we go in to the last part of this episode. Quick break, right back. Okay, welcome back from the break. We are now doing our next scene, and this is where our two senior hunters are entering the Boston Library, as Grace is entertaining her dog Lucky in the park nearby. But we're going to go directly to Cal and Chase as they enter the grand Boston Public Library, and I would recommend people to have a look at pictures if you don't know it, because it is stunning. And they are on their way in.
Oh, I like the acoustics in this place.
Shh. At this time in the like late afternoon, evening, you can see there are just a few people scattered around, doing studying before the public library closes for the day. I would like you to do actually a perception awareness as you enter the grand main hall.
Perception awareness. Four.
2 successes.
Yeah. As you your eyes dart around to take in the stoic beauty of the place, all of a sudden, your eyes, you start looking at stuff, and but not at the books or the people, but it's like some places, like on the framework, on the what's it called, the banisters and stuff for the ceiling. You can see this hunter signs carved in.
Oh, I turn on discern then. For 3 successes.
Oh yeah, these are old wards.
Dude.
They glimmer very faint, so they're not active.
This used to be a haven.
You see, they are strategically placed around the windows.
I'm wondering if this still is a safe place.
Maybe it just needs a bit of topping up.
Yeah, maybe, because you see that sign over there? And
Yeah,
that
that one.
here?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And if you continue all the way around, I bet you find these signs all over the place. Oh, I would really love to go down to the basement of this place. Wow.
How many successes did you get, Chase?
4.
Oh yeah, all right. So what you see actually is something in the end of the main hall catching your eye. You see something like glimmering, catching your eye.
I start to go over there. Take a closer look.
Goes.
Cal goes, what? What? As you head towards it, you see there is it says like a door private with a padlock on it, or like a key where you put in a code.
Yeah.
But you see like a hunter glyph, and you see they're customized, but you understand them.
Yeah.
And you see it's a distinct pattern.
And does this pattern?
Because you know it's the dots, right?
Yeah.
The lines and the dots, yeah.
And this pattern, could that be put into a 9-point, 10-point code?
Yep.
I just take a quick look around. If somebody's keeping
A perception alertness. I'm gonna split your scenes a bit because you wandered off. I'm thinking Cal is he pulling pursuit, or is he thinking research time?
He's like, and there he goes.
Yeah. So there he goes, you see a librarian lady comes over to you, and she's like, "May I help? Are you looking for something, sir?"
No,
Yes, please.
just admiring the.
Not you, Chase. Cal.
I would like to check out the last 2 weeks newspapers if you got them on if you have them available?
We have them on the roll boxes.
Oh, yeah.
Phil. Yeah, she said just down the hall we have our files for a newspaper.
Oh, thank you very much.
I don't know what they're called. The boxes where you roll and look at newspapers.
Index file.
Index file, yeah.
No, the index file is where you find out which clippings, and then it's
No.
microfilm.
It's microfilm. It's microfilm. So it's these screens with microfilm. Yeah.
Because then it doesn't take as much place as an entire newspaper. You can put an entire newspaper in a little roll.
Yeah. So she sends you down that way, and you see it's completely empty. There's several of them, several different ones.
Mm.
And she shows you how to which ones you should go to for more newer and older, and this would be more current.
Okay.
And help me find what you're looking for, sir.
Well, thank you very much.
She's got obviously the glasses and the skirt, very librarian, fun, the whole 9 yards.
Well, I smile and really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Sure, hope I will. Fingers crossed. And then he starts diving in.
So you do an int research for me. And I'm going to come back to Chase while you do that. Chase.
I did 3 successes on the perception alertness.
You kind of nobody's paying you any mind. You're in the back of the room.
Yeah, then I just punch in the code corresponding to the symbol.
Yeah, the moment you've done it, you see it goes green, and you click.
I sneak in.
Ooh. It's stairs taking you down. Concrete. It's not like a bunker feeling, but it's not very. It doesn't really match a lot of the architecture upstairs. A bit more rough.
I would guess so.
But you have lighting. You see there's a light switch on the side.
Yeah. I turn on the light switch.
And you see it's it goes 1, 1, 1, 1, and it goes down and then a hole.
I draw in air to just feel how unused this is.
Do you get this thing feeling that hasn't been used in a very long time?
No, it's got that stale smell of dust and.
We're not saying it's not been aeons, but it's been a minute.
No, but it's been some time.
Yeah.
No, I still have discern on. I have that for some time.
You see there's again. You see glyphs, faded but glimmering.
Yeah. I continue inward in the hall.
You get this old school, almost like Gothic wine cellar feel, with crossed ceilings.
Yeah, any doors to either side.
Yeah. You get into quite an open hall.
Yeah.
And you see there's more these. It's like a wine cellar, so you have pathways to these halls.
Yeah.
And you see this more almost like a military camp table set up. You see old phones. You see coolers. You see bunk beds. It's not like rooms.
Yeah,
it's more like a base camp.
It looks like it. Yeah, it looks like almost like a military base camp.
Yeah.
I just try to quickly rummage around a bit to see if I find anything interesting.
There's just a lot of dust, and you see there's
diary or something.
Oh yeah, there's on the table. You see paper. You see scribblings. Well, you can do a perception alertness, perception intelligence. No, perception. No, in investigation.
I would do that, yes, please. Yeah, int investigation, definitely. An 8 and a 9.
Because you go to one of the main tables, you see old flashlights, old almost thermoses and stuff. Things that were hunted with them in their packs when they're going in and out somewhere. You see like some papers scattered, and you see some drawings.
I
And
go to the
notes.
drawings.
It seems like whoever did this was trying to map out a specific place underneath somewhere in Boston.
Oh, I take the drawing. There's a
You
map
see
here as well.
Yeah, and there's shitloads of churches being marked and questioned, and some have been etched out.
Take that.
Do you gather stuff? You see
Yeah,
different
I
notes.
just
Yeah.
It,
You hoarding.
is there a backpack here?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just take the backpack and stuff. A lot of papers.
Yeah. So you go nuts. Okay.
Yeah.
So once you do that, we're gonna go up to Cal again as he does research. What are we looking for, Cal?
Well, I'll start with checking out the crime section of the newspapers.
Yeah.
Reporting on other disappearance, missing persons, and murders. Checking them up against the names that I got from the vision.
Oh yeah. Not too long into your research.
I got 3 successes, but on the roll, by the way.
Yeah. You get a description of there's been some suicides.
Suicides. Okay.
That catches your eye because one of the names is Brendan Brennan. And that's very recent.
And that's recent, yeah, because
3 days ago.
3 days ago. Okay, because he saw that's the name she was in the process of crossing over. That she was sorrow. His name means sorrow.
Before that, but you do the research, and clearly this one very investigatory journalist, because the suicides are linked to Catholic schools. And the other suicides is Sam Dorothy, William Black, and Leo Jackson.
All names are recognized.
And they are linked to specific school. They are linked to Emmanuel College and St. Joseph Prep.
College and Joseph Prep.
Yeah. And they're all very young. Because you see pictures of very young males, like 16, 17, very like prime young youth. Almost men, but still boys.
Suicides. Okay. And they all attended one of either college or the prep school, yeah?
It's not all boys school though.
It's not all boys. It's mixed.
It's mixed.
Okay, so there's a particular man, which is also what Grace told Cal, that her friend said that the guy had been asking about, like procuring. Okay, time to try to find out something more about these schools. If you can find out if any names of the schools come up in the newspapers in another way. Also,
you start doing more research.
Cross research. Also,
as you sit there, you vaguely, faintly hear heels clicking. You're thinking that it's the librarian lady coming back.
Turn around to see her.
It's almost like being hit in the gut, because there's a female walking in. She has long, black, beautiful hair. Caucasian. She's wearing a white, very well-fitted, proper shirt, and a light blue skirt. And she's wearing tan heels, and she's taking off some reading glasses and moving her hair as she enters the room you're in. She's striking. She looks like a gazelle, tall, 175.
Okay, he's sort of taken. Sort of. She just walks in. Does she seem to have a purpose? Does she?
She seems like she's walking purposely towards you.
Okay, this should be interesting. Well, I
As
such
she
a small.
walks, as she walks closer, I'll let you do a perception awareness.
Yeah. Awareness.
You need to name the difficulties. Like name the successes, the number, not how many, but if it's a 6, 9, 10, 8.
I got a 2, an 8, a 9, and a 10.
As she enters your vicinity, because you feel like almost like it's time slows down a bit, but there's something in the room, like that makes you tingle a bit.
That's weird. I look around and then see if you can see some perceptible changes. Then
Well, the only perceptible change is that this striking fucking female is elegantly walking in and sitting just behind you on another row with the same news. Whatever the hell microfilm boxes.
he straightens up a little bit, takes a little time, and then turns around and looks at her and say, "Hi."
Hi, she says. She smiles. Her teeth are pearly white. Her eyes are very crystal blue.
I smile back. His teeth are not very white, not all present. Because she's in his his internal monologue. Okay, she's actually here. There's an actual person. Doing a bit of light reading, catching up on current affairs.
So he's leaning over. He's like his chair's like, "Hello, Mama. What you reading?" Yeah, it does.
Yeah, he's still 100%. I mean, he's still not 100% sure if this is actually happening or if it's, is it a vision? Or is it actually happening? He's sort of caught in that. It's kind of wide, to put it like that. He's
just doing a little bit of research for my professor.
Interesting. Doing some light research myself.
Oh, what's catching your eye?
My friend is writing some true crime inspired fiction, and he asked me to research some cases here in Boston for him.
Interesting. What cases are you referring to? I'm a local. I might be able to help you.
Yeah, there's rumors about this slide of recent suspicious suicides.
Suspicious, you say?
Well, that's what he said. I'm trying to find out. It's just started. Not really digging up much yet. And yourself? What's your professor in? Don't tell me. Archaeology.
Oh, I get the reference. She says very, very, almost flirtatious.
Oh well.
Like you're not far off. By the way, he's a quite known professor in died out languages and old rituals of lost cultures.
Oh, fascinating. He says, both generally meaning it and also realizing that this is going to be.
Yes. Well, he's quite known. He's currently staying on in a local school here for a couple of years.
Well, lucky for the local school. Well, could nab such a prominent professor.
No, indeed.
Maybe I've heard of him. What's his name?
Oh, Mr. Man, Joseph Man.
It rings a bell, but I'm afraid I can't really say for sure.
It's quite the Indiana Jones characters, he says. Giggles.
Bullwhip and all. Fedora.
more. He's a powerhouse with a pen and paper.
Well, they do say that the pen is mightier than the sword, though only if it's a very short sword and a very, very sharp pen.
You are quite the character, Cal.
It's like trying to did I tell her my name? Did I tell her my name? Did I tell her my name? It's like, I did not tell her my name. Okay, do not appear alarmed. Well, you can say that again, but I didn't quite catch your name.
Oh, Pauline Cliff.
Pauline, what a lovely name.
Miss Cliff.
Miss Cliff. Well, even better.
She giggles again.
So, you come here often, he says, rather blatantly obvious, which he also says aloud.
Well, time to time, Mr. Man sends me off to do a bit of research, minor research that he and his precious time. Well, his time is precious, so he sends me to do minor research for his work.
Fascinating, fascinating.
He's currently writing a book about an interesting archaeology. I'm not going to call it an event because it's a sighting, hidden, secret sighting in Boston.
Boston?
Yeah, he's trying to determine if it's an urban legend or fact.
Oh, well, let's just tell you, as a native Bostonian, this place is chock full of urban legends, and you might find a fact or two, but they're hard to come by.
I
mean, it would probably be easier to discover things if you actually had a local guide, someone with their finger on the pulse, knowing how the city works.
Are you offering?
Well, I'm certainly available. I mean, I'm not gainfully employed at the moment, other than doing research for my friend, and quite frankly, I think he's off the mark with this suicide thing. It looks pretty much straightforward, as young teenagers filled with angst and buckling under academic pressure.
Oh, I don't know. Actually, we had 2 of them at the school I work at.
Really?
Yeah. She says, coy.
Would that be Emmanuel College?
It would be. Oh my, Cal, your mind is sharp as a whip. It would be.
Well, interesting. Well, of course, some would say, well, a 50-50 shot.
Again, she giggles.
So, seeing as I've offered to be gainful service, it would not be too forward of me of asking maybe you could give me a number. I could give you a call.
I'll do you one better. She gets up again. She moves with them like a puma, a gazelle. It's something in between.
As Cal is a gazelle at the moment, or some other prey animal ready to be devoured by.
You see, she flicks out a card, almost like out of thin air.
Whoa!
Oh, my dad is a magician.
Well, you sure did not fall far from the tree on that one. That was. He grabs the card and looks up at her and smiles.
Please be in touch, Cal.
Oh, well.
I'd love you to give me a tour of your view of Boston.
Oh, I'll be glad. I'll expect this view of Boston. I'll guarantee you'll love it.
I'm sure I will. She flicks her hair like women do. And she moves with her hand grace, and they move they sleek down around her hips and body as she moves and glides out the door. Don't keep me waiting too long, Cal.
Oh, I won't. You can be sure of that. As soon as I get a phone. Cal's just like, okay. Why do I feel like I'm Bob Hoskins in Who's Afraid? No, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? I'm just Matt Rabbit.
Yeah, it's kind of that feeling because she moved like that, gliding. It's like, I don't know what happened, but I'm kind of into it. Probably very dangerous, but I like it.
I'm incredibly scared and also incredibly aroused. Kind of card.
You see, it's a nice business name card. It says Pauline Cliff. It says and a number. That's it.
Put it in the wallet and put it back in his pocket, and it's like, where the hell is that judge with the sun when you need him?
Speaking of which, this is when I'm guessing he returns to find you researching. But we're going to cut that. We're going to go to Grace in the park as it's dark outside.
Right.
Snowy, but it's not really windy.
All right. You said Trinity Church was nearby, right?
Yeah.
Because she's guessing that these boys will. They have some reading to do, so she would actually like to go over there. She doesn't know anyone with, but that was her mom's favorite church, and my intention is just to put down something like put down a stone for Toby.
Yeah.
And just commemorate him in a very kind of
You walk towards Trinity Church, yeah?
Yeah.
To the graveyard. It's old again. This is not people not being buried here at the minute, so it's again this is also an old church.
But that's one of the places she remembers her mom taking her.
Yeah. Old South Church is even older. That's the Gothic one, which is now almost only for music.
Yeah.
Trinity Church is active church.
Oh, then the one.
The old South. The old South Church.
Yeah.
Which is, yeah. So it's old Gothic and beautiful.
Yeah.
And everything is it's calm when the sky is clear and the stars are coming out, because it gets night really fast. When it's like 5 o'clock, it's dark. And the snow glimmers and twinkles in the starlight and the light from the stained glass windows of the church. It's beautiful.
Yeah, no, I think I'll find one of the spots that her mom took her to. So one of the graves with like a angel statue, like wings spread and holding her hands out here. And what I'll do is probably just take actually the $10 bill that I got from Toby and put it in there, put a stone on top. And she's not religious, but I still think she would have a little prayer for him, for his soul.
Do a perception alert this.
Okay.
And I'm going to apologize beforehand that this is not a pure dialect. Nobody give a shit.
3 successes. A 9, a 6, and an 8.
I should do that. All of a sudden you hear like somebody
turns around.
Yeah, you didn't see it when you walked in to this area, but you see a guy in a big old school trench coat, long hair, a beard. He's holding.
Do I know him?
Nope.
No.
He's holding something in a brown bag. Finger gloves, like fingerless gloves.
Yeah, probably like my own.
Yeah.
Can I help you? Hi.
Darling.
Do I know you?
You seem a bit lost.
That's maybe a good word for it. But no, I'm not lost. I'm just visiting.
Who you come calling to? The dead don't listen, child. Dead.
You would think so. But tonight I learned that they do, sometimes. but not in the way that I think you think of. No, I'm not here to talk to anyone. I'm just here to, I don't know. I guess I just want to commemorate the lost people, the people in my life. I lost a dear friend, and I just want to. He doesn't have a place. He wouldn't be buried in a way like this, in a place like this. But I need to. I need to have a place to go to, and I think he would like this place and this statue. Kind of reminds me of him. I don't know.
Your shoulder seems heavy, child. He's got this like what's the guy called? Who the actor? The actor. Help me out, people.
The Hood? I don't know.
No. The True Detective.
Matthew McConaughey.
He sounds like him. I can't do it, so I'm doing my best, but it sounds like him. He's got long, as I said, long bristly hair. He's got like a beanie thing, beard, and he's not talking to you. He's talking straight forward, but he's talking to you, but he's not looking at you.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm rambling. It's just been a long day. What are you doing here?
Oh, I'm just resting my feet after a long day at the office. You know, me being busy and all with my entrepreneur.
I can clearly see that he's like me, right?
Yeah,
like,
hobo.
Yeah.
Hobo.
Yeah. Well, if this was my office, I would. I mean, that's awesome. The night sure is beautiful.
Do you want to have a seat, child?
Oh, in your office?
We can parlay.
Sure. What are we parlaying about?
I am sure you will know in just a tiny bit of a second.
I don't have any money. Well, unless you want to take the ones that I left for
Nah,
whoever needs
darling,
them.
we do not steal from the dead.
I appreciate that.
You lost a lot. You see, he actually takes up a paper cup that's completely smushed, that he folds out, and he pulls and he pours a chunk of whatever the fuck he's drinking. He gives it to you, and he pats the bench and takes away some of the snow.
I sit down next to him.
You see, Lucky seems very she sits immediately by his feet.
Yeah.
She doesn't do that.
No.
She sits there like that would be the most natural thing in the world. And
Right.
You see, he bends down, and you see these steel blue eyes, and actually pearly white teeth through the dirt and the grizzle of the beard as he pets Lucky, and she just she goes completely. Oh yeah. Oh.
You have a way with animals.
You could say they are familiar to my kind.
She doesn't normally respond to people like us that way. If you know what I mean.
Well, she's smart, child. She's smart. She knows a soul.
Yeah. So what are we parlaying about?
You lost something.
I don't know what to tell you.
Pretty sure I could get it back for you.
What? Between all the stuff that I've lost today, I I don't know where to begin. And what I've lost for material stuff, it doesn't even matter. No, what I lost you can't give back. No one can.
I do not want to misguide you, darling. I cannot bring back the dead, or I cannot give you things, but I can give you what you so desperately acquire and want to acquire.
What is that? I don't even know.
Direction.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah.
You see again, he looks at your dog, and your dog just stares up with absolute fucking love in her eyes. And he bends down, and you see, like, he whispers in her ear. And she goes on panting, like, because this is, was it a pit or
Yeah.
a pit? She goes from, because they're smiley dogs, they smile from there.
Yeah.
You see, she goes from there, and and when he's done, she's panting again.
Okay. Lucky you okay, girl?
You're like, yeah, I'm a dog. I like to poop and run after my tail, poop, eat.
What did you just tell her?
No, I gave her the answer to what you're searching for. So when you are ready, child, she'll tell you.
I'll just take whatever he has in the cup and just down it. Okay, sure. You're an odd fella. I like you.
You see, he gets up, he like leans up, almost like he's creaking and stretching.
I guess office time is up. Or
Nah, you need to be going now.
right. Yeah. And she, I don't know, collects herself, gets up. It was nice talking to Mr.
A marshal, sweetheart.
I'm great, and that's lucky.
You
Maybe
go
I'll
with
see you
intention,
around.
Grace. You go with intention, and you do what you're doing. Because them boys cannot do it without you. And as he says that, he just kind of disappears, like slides into the darkness.
Alright.
I don't know, that's a shitty dialect, but that's what I have.
Better than my American stuff.
Yeah, right, there we go. Right. So,
Take Lucky, go back to the car and wait for the boys.
the boys, Chase, you go back. Yeah, you find Cal in the microfilm room. Chase has a bag.
Backpack full of.
He looks like he's been looting something because he's like grinning from ear to ear.
Yep,
Guys, have you
definitely.
been stealing library books? Because they kind of take very harshly to that.
There is absolutely no way to return this to whomever.
He's jumping. You literally seeing him like.
Okay, I think I got what I probably need here, so we can leave right now and come back tomorrow. I got 1 or 2 lines of inquiry that needs to be followed up, but I'm gonna get the janitor to do that. So if we want to go back to the car, and you can tell me why you're behaving like a kid on Christmas.
It's Christmas.
Yeah, feels more like Halloween actually. And Chase get up, so puts away the microfilm, and takes a note, My Little Pony notebook full of
Oh,
all the diligent notes has been taken.
I'm already moving out towards the car as fast as I can without making too much sound.
And as he walks out, he's got this one little nagging question burning in his head. Was Miss Pauline Cliff's voice familiar? Has he heard it before?
she's not sure.
Was she the one that saw him? And he, lost in his left line thought, he follows Chase out to the car.
As you walk out, you see Grace coming from like park area. First you see her, and then you see a big white dog beside her.
A big white dog.
Doggo Argentino big.
Chase? Is it me or has Lucky grown?
Because they're like,
Yeah.
What are you on about? What? Hey.
Oh, no, nothing. It's just your dog.
It's bigger.
What's that lucky?
It's...
When I look at Lucky.
you see
What do
Lucky. You see
Yeah.
Lucky.
What?
I
don't
think
know.
it's bigger on the outside.
been feeding it a lot.
It's like fucking 50
It's a fucking puppy. I don't know.
and white.
It's...
Can I pet the dog on the head?
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, dude, do you have jerky?
I have jerky. I feed
Is
the
he
dog.
petting her on the actual
Jerky.
head or like above it right now?
No, you see him petting her head. It's freaking you out.
Chase, I don't think you
She's
should give it any
chill
more.
out.
Who's a
this,
big
right?
dog?
I don't think you should
Who's
give
a
it any
big
more of
dog?
those beef jerkies. I don't
Who's a
think
big
it's
dog?
healthy.
Seriously,
He's
what
a
have you
big
been
dog.
smoking?
Who's a big dog?
Dude, leave the dog alone.
That's...
What is wrong with you?
A big dog. A
That's...
I look at Lucky and I just like,
big dog.
yeah.
She's
Have
not
you-
fitting
have
in my
you-
lap.
But you guys, she's huge, and you can do perception awareness.
It's
Me or sorry?
It's been a day,
No,
Grace.
no, you.
No.
No, you.
It's...
I like these dice.
Okay, 4 dice.
Ugly
yeah.
dice roll nice.
Yeah, I know. My dice are fucking ugly as shit, and I roll good.
2 9s and a 10.
6697.
You get obviously. I don't need telling you. That's not normal.
I'm rolling discern.
Because there's your hairs are standing up, but you're not scared. It's not scary.
No.
No, but it's been a freaky day. I mean, I just had a long, bizarro conversation with a...
Beautiful
Five
lady.
successes.
Yeah, with you, my name.
Oh, it's weird because you see that's Lucky, but that's there's a bit of that's some old glamour. That's a bit of old school glamour magic.
I'm just leaning in towards Grace.
There's a bit of a boost.
Grace?
You've been talking to werewolves.
What have you done with werewolves?
Yeah, the dog is bigger on the
Werewolf?
outside. It's actually bigger on the outside.
It's what it's its soul. That's who he is. That's the soul of the dog. It's
I don't know what to tell you, but
This is strange.
Oh,
No, because
Lucky?
when I now look at Lucky,
hmm.
she's a big dog. A big...
I mean, she has a big personality. I'll give you that.
Yeah, now she's a big physicality. As well as a
not,
big personality.
What? And can I pick her up?
she picks her up and
Yeah,
she's
like,
standing there. Like,
It's
it feels
just lucky. Like,
What?
I've had shroom trips that is less trippy than this. What do you say werewolf? Werewolves is...
No, this is not werewolf. This is Fae. I think this is Fae.
could
Are
be.
we seeing it's like...
Could be, or it could be, or shapeshifter magic.
They suddenly shifted shape.
Yeah, because
I obviously are not seeing what you guys
no,
are seeing.
obviously not. Because when I look at this dog now, it's a dog Argentino. It's a big.
It's a wolfhound.
No, it's bigger.
It's a bloody pony.
It's a pony.
We.
To me,
I don't know what to tell you, but we went to the church and we had a conversation with a hobo, and he said that Lucky would guide me, help me find the right path because you two wouldn't. I don't know.
I can't even see the path. Note to self.
But Lucky to me is just Lucky. There's been a lot of strange
No,
things.
it's
I
big.
don't get this.
Chase?
Lucky was maybe 10 kilos at the most.
Yeah,
Chase?
Yeah.
12.
This is 45 to 50 kilos.
Chase?
Oh yeah. No. It's 55 to 60.
Big.
Chase?
Yeah.
She feels. I'll pick her up again. Just like
It's just like,
she's the
Need a bigger
same.
bat. I mean,
I wonder what she eats.
I wonder who she eats.
I'll
I mean-
take out like a beef jerky snack from inside my jacket and
Careful, you might take your whole hand.
boop.
Might take the whole
I
girl.
just take a bit and I'll give you like two.
Christ, I don't know what's more scary. The city or your dog. Hi, Lucky.
Yeah, she's like all about it. She's like, hello.
I think we need to go for that beef.
And make a telephone call. Okay, so we're all
I'm
going...
sorry. Okay, enough about Lucky.
Yeah, she
Because
just.
I don't get.
Well,
What
Chase
about you
is
guys?
as well. I mean, apparently stole half the fucking library.
You're smiling. I've never seen you smile before. What's wrong with you?
I think we actually caught a break. This library used to be safe haven for hunters. It's brilliant. It's full of these old glyphs.
Is that special?
It's special. It has been warded back maybe 50 years ago, maybe 100 years ago. I don't know. Maybe 40 years ago. Lucky,
Sorry, my dog is very loud.
Lucky, sit. Please sit.
Your thunder.
Don't wag your tail in the car.
Weapons going everywhere.
It's sort of like what's been done in this car, but on a grander scale.
Yeah, on a much grander scale. The basement in there is... I'm not even sure how to describe it. It's like a war central. It's like a battle room, bunk beds, maps, and I found maps. I found maps trying to describe the underground systems. I found maps where with all the churches marked out, and some of them crossed out, and some of them with the rings and a lot of the things.
Or you could just have asked me about underground tunnels. I mean, everyone knows about them. Well, at least us.
Do you mind if I give you a hug?
I don't know if we're that close.
Okay.
Are you saying that?
Just
you
back in the van. put down some of the bunk beds and put a plate over it, so we have a table, and I just spread all the paper out on that provisoric table. I found this.
Oh, looks like you found some treasure there, Chase.
Yes. Also, a hidden underground lair for hunters. Sweet.
I mean, this tunnel from here, I know this bit. Some kids used, like, crash during winter time, but they disappeared, so we kind of stayed away.
I think that might have been the wise choice.
But I didn't know it extended all the way.
The odds that someone has flushed a gator down the toilet here is not that big, so there's that.
There's that, definitely. No, gators would sleep in this.
Cal, do a perception alertness. What are you looking at the map?
Perception alertness. That doesn't matter. Awareness, alertness is all the same. 2 successes.
2 successes.
Had a 1. Bloody ones.
What you're saying at the map, because there's a lot of stuff written all over it. You catch like a weird handwriting. It says the horses. You gotta follow the horses.
Suddenly, he just... That is strange.
We're not betting on the horses. You remember what happened last time.
But that ties into my vision, Chase. Remember how the horses burning, running from the village has been destroyed?
You also see something else when you're looking at it. Again, it's handwritten. It says, "Does this have something to do with the year 1657?"
Okay, now we've got a time frame. Okay. I started fumbling. Callie started fumbling through the paper, seeing if you can find any other sort of hand scribbled notes, anything.
Oh, there's a lot of different things. There's erratic visionary scribblings, and it's like it's.
Why can't these bloody visionaries ever write something down? Never mind.
I feel you, Cal. I feel you.
Okay, just a quick question. Looking at the map he's showing us here, does it appear to be any sort of back entrance into said secret former temple there?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, if I can discern from the map, if I can actually like.
Well, there's so many different paths they've written on top. They're crossing out caverns, caves. Clearly, whatever they were doing, they didn't map out finished.
Also fits with my vision, the underground cavernous church-like place where that lady was drawing those horrible images.
And Toby, he talked about something.
It's almost like grey. You can hear him whisper underground.
Maybe that's connected as well to this.
Okay, yeah.
And as you are flickering through, all of you actually can do a perception awareness because there's something really distinctly catching your eye.
10, 8, 9. 3 successes.
1 success, so I don't know if I see that or see a wagging tail.
7, 7, 9. So
yeah,
3.
I'm thinking, Cal, why you don't see it immediately, it's because you're flickering through all the interesting, like looking at that and looking at that and looking at that. And as you move a bunch of papers and you're probably catching them, Grace, it's like somebody pouring cold water down your spine. Because in the middle of a big sheet, you see this jagged spiral.
What?
And it says,
this.
the curse never ends.
Chase, what is this? What does this mean?
I take a look at it.
Especially that the curses, and then the curse, it never ends.
I look at the spiral. It's the same that she drew.
Yeah. That's... And is when you Cal popping up from all the paper.
I flick it around and show it to her.
Do you know what that is? What that means?
Don't know.
No, but
Not yet. But I think we're at least a step closer to knowing.
Time is a flat circle. Yeah. I got some news as well from what I got some news from what I did researching, and then I had the distinct feeling that something was researching me.
Okay.
We also need to talk to the janitor. But anyway, there's been some disappearance, some suicides, a rush of suicides. The most recent one was Brandon Brennan 3 days ago.
Yeah.
The others were Sam Doherty, Leo Jackson, and William Blake, all names you might remember from a vision. Furthermore, they were all linked to 2 Catholic schools, Emmanuel College and Joseph Prep. Now note this, these are not all boys' schools, these are co-ed. But only young boys, youths 16 to 17, are committing suicide. Didn't your friend Grace say something about Angel Face? Asked to procure young males?
Yeah, age.
How old was Toby?
Did you know?
No. I don't know, 17, 18, maybe 19, but not older.
The age bracket.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe if these deaths are connected, I definitely feel as well. Maybe taking prep college kids and high school kids became too obvious, so they had to, at least for something as violent as they're doing. I don't know. But here comes the whole bizarre thing, if you like. You know, the icing on the cake, the why I don't think lucky sudden growth spurts might be the weirdest ass thing that's happened today. Because when I was checking out the microfilm and changing the clues and, you know, using this old big brain of mine. Yeah, I caught that, Chase. Thank you very fucking much.
I like your brain.
This lady walked in. This gorgeous, fit lady with long black hair, lily white skin, great fashion sense.
Great fashion sense.
Great fashion sense.
And
great
high heels and legs that wouldn't quit. And well, you know me, Hackman. I'm a friendly guy. I like to get to know people. Sorry.
What did you do?
One might have struck up a conversation and talked a bit back and forth. She asked me what I was doing. I claimed to be helping someone, UJ, writing a true crime book. She was there doing research from her professor, that's this doctor that she was professor she was assistant for. I'm gonna give you 3 guesses, and 2 firsts won't count. Which institution said professor is currently working at, which she's connected to?
Oxford?
Number 1 didn't count, so please proceed with the question. The attempt number 2.
One of these 2.
Yeah, that's right, Emmanuel College.
Yeah.
Her name's Pauline Cliff. I got her number and
Yeah, it's definitely something wrong with this.
Mr. Joseph Mann is a renowned professor, she claims. This is one of the names I want Janet to check out, by the way. He's a professor of dead languages, ancient dead languages and cultures.
Of course it is.
He's writing on a book, I think it was just working on a book here, but something here in Boston, whether it be urban legends or myths of just fact. And I think that sort of worries me more than this strange, beautiful creature freely handing me her phone number after this. There's the fact that she knew my name without me telling her it.
Grace knew your name without telling her it.
Yeah, I'm willing to entertain the fact that said academic teaching assistant or professor or whatever she is happens to be a boxing fan for the boxers about 10 years before her, like some sort of general interest. That is quite a distinct possibility. Or we're back to the whole thing about believing in coincidences but not trusting them.
Yeah.
Plus, the way she spoke, it was like something in her tone of voice denoted some sort of familiarity, as in the sort of, we know each other from somewhere.
I'm sorry, but I kind of feel like that with you as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I just tried to see if I could place a voice, but I couldn't. But something saw me, Chase. Something gazed back.
Intermission, yeah.
And suddenly I'm sitting there researching this case, and someone pops down beside me who happens to be working in connection with a professor at one of the schools connected to the suicides, connected to my vision, that also happens to be a boxing fan. I'm not buying that. And if you buy that, I got some prime beachfront real estate for you in a place called Atlantis.
You do?
No.
Sorry. No. Of course not.
No.
Anyway, sorry, I'm rambling. I missed a bit.
Yeah.
It's been a strange day.
And you all are feeling a bit hungry now and peckish because it's closer to 6 o'clock after all this talk and rambling.
Yeah. We're going for that beef.
Yeah.
I need some ribeye. You need some ribeye. Grace needs some ribeye.
Actually, I'm gonna go.
Lucky needs a cow.
No, she doesn't.
It's just like she's huge. She's just like head to head with Grace now. Ribeye, give it to me. Emma, tell me.
I knew it would be weird going back home, but not weird.
As he says that, and he throws out his arms, the camera pans out of the car as you drive off to getting the steak. The camera stops in midair and looks up at the starry night and the darkness before it plummets down back into the park. With this creature now standing, tapping its fingers. I thought we weren't supposed to engage, old one. Don't question me. You know nothing, child. Well, then you can't be pissy about my, little stake in this game. You're none of my concern. You will only get burned if you try again, child. Old one, you're not keeping up with the times. You've slept too long. I think this will change everything. I think this might break the dawn. I'm not gonna sit idly by. That might be bones to pick at, you see. And I do like to pick up bones. You do what you need to do, child. Don't get in my way. Oh, I wouldn't dare. That's not my game. As the creature scurries off into darkness, clutching its hands, grinning. And that's end of episode 3. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And woohoo!
Remember to subscribe.
Subscribe, like, and if you love it, and comment, please. I know my dialogue was shit. Please don't hate me for it. And yeah, we had fun. I hope you had fun. And
Great fun. Great fun.
Yeah.
And also follow our friend Niemand, who makes the music.
Oh, we love Niemand. Love him. Thank you, and see you next time, I hope.
See you guys.
Emotionally draining.
Bye. Bye.